I can make money with one click. Huaxia, Nanchang City, Fukang Community. The electric fan fanned slowly. It was August and the weather was so hot that Zhang Chen couldn't bear to turn on the air conditioner. Even if he turned on the electric fan, he didn't dare to turn it on at full speed. Looking at the text messages on his phone, Zhang Chen fell into deep silence. To be honest, Zhang Chen regrets a lot, but it's not that he didn't study hard back then, because Zhang Chen knew that his family's financial situation did not allow him to go to an ordinary university. What Zhang Chen regretted was that he didn't choose a career. Zhang Chen didn't care about being deceived into becoming a salesman and having to endure hardships. The problem was that he didn't make any money at all, but he mainly blamed himself. He was too kind-hearted and helped his colleagues with everything, but in the end he didn't help and was belittled in various ways. In fact, these don't matter, the most important thing is that there is no money. The boss was used to delaying wages. The landlord had to pay the rent on time every month, but he didn't pay last month and just threw the things outside. He was completely humiliated before he reluctantly moved back. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen couldn't help but feel uncomfortable. It's hard to eat shit and make money these days. He took out a pack of wrinkled ginseng cigarettes from under the pillow. They cost 7 yuan a pack. Zhang Chen lit one, and then looked at the high-imitation Apple phone. He was hesitating whether to make a call to his family. But thinking of his parents working hard in the countryside, Zhang Chen never dared to make this call. Call. Exhaling a puff of smoke, Zhang Chen couldn't help but chuckle. So many things happened in one day, and today was also his birthday. The ridiculous 22nd birthday is really ridiculous. After exhaling another puff of smoke, Zhang Chen turned off his phone. He stood up and prepared to pack his things. He planned to stay out for the night. He should leave as soon as he left. He couldn't talk to his family, but he couldn't do it. The worst-case scenario is to hide away for 2 days, wait for the company to pay wages, and then say a few nice words to the landlord, and everything will be fine. Just when Zhang Chen got up to pack his things, suddenly, a clear voice sounded in his mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for awakening to the one-click money-making system. What? Zhang Chen was thinking about whether to sleep in the park or under the bridge. When he heard the sound, his first reaction was to be frightened. Fortunately, it was broad daylight. If it were late at night, I would have a heart attack. Ding! The one-click money-making system is successfully bound. Is the host activated? Make money with one click? System? Zhang Chen was stunned. He stood in the sun, afraid of encountering a ghost. But after waiting for a while, Zhang Chen suddenly realized something. As a fan of online novels, it is impossible for Zhang Chen not to know what the system is. He should have known it from the beginning, but he was suddenly shocked. Who would think about it? System? Make money? Can you explain it well? Zhang Chen tentatively asked in his mind. Sure enough, the system sounded again. Answer the host, I am System Intelligence. This system is called the one-click money-making system. When the host activates the system, it will operate based on the host's current monthly income to help the host make money with one click. Make money with one click? Zhang Chen swallowed. What does he lack most now? It's money. The kind of real money and silver. Now this system can help you make money with one click? How could Zhang Chen not be excited? Activate, activate. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen spoke directly. Ding! Does the host activate this system? If so, starting from the next second after activation, you will officially start making money with one click. Yes, yes, yes. If you don't activate it now, how long will it take? Wait until you are worth hundreds of billions before activating it? Zhang Chen directly chooses to activate. In an instant, the activation sounded, and at the same time, a projection picture appeared in the eyes. Character. Zhang Chen. Earn money with one click. 3060ths can be extracted. One click increase of income. 0/1, 00000000. Shenhao points. 0. Every 10,000 yuan spent will earn you 1 Shenhao point. If you currently have Shenhao points, you can participate in the Shenhao lottery. The projection picture appeared, and Zhang Chen was a little confused. What does this mean? Zhang Chen inquires about the system. Answer the host. The data displayed on the one-click earning income is your income per minute, which can be withdrawn at any time. After withdrawing, we will use high-tech means to prevent the money from being traced by anyone. With one-click improvement, If the host is not satisfied with the current income per minute, you can choose to increase the income, but it will cost money. The final Shenhao points, as the name suggests, the host can get 1 point for every 10,000 yuan spent. With the points, you can participate in the Shenhao lottery. The system explained clearly, and Zhang Chen was shocked. In other words, I now earn 3,000 yuan a minute? Zhang Chen understood it completely. He just used a calculator to do the math. $3,000 a minute, 180,000 an hour. 24 hours is 4.32 million. Damn it. Zhang Chen was stunned. Earning 4.32 million a day, what is the concept? To be honest, if you don't buy or sell anything or touch HDD, you will spend 4 million in one day. How will you spend it? Even if you eat the best, drink the best, live in the best, and have the best fun, you can't spend 4 million in one day, right? Goo. Zhang Chen swallowed. At this moment, a minute had passed. As expected, the number 3,000 appeared in the income column on the projection chart. System, withdraw cash. Zhang Chen suppressed the excitement in his heart and tried to withdraw cash to see if there would be any restrictions. Ding, the withdrawal was successful. After the cash withdrawal was successful, Zhang Chen turned on his phone in an instant, and sure enough, the first text message was from the bank. Your China Construction Bank has received 3,000 yuan, and the balance is 3,001 yuan and 12 fen. Rub. Zhang Chen took a deep breath. He was completely excited. Making 3,000 yuan a minute. What is this concept? There is a joke circulating on the internet. Bill Gates, the richest man in the world, wants to save money to buy a Lamborghini. He closes his eyes and chants silently for 10 seconds, and then a Lamborghini comes. This is just a joke, but in real life, Bill Gates' income per second is about 10,000 yuan. Zhang Chen's current income is definitely not as good as Bill Gates, but he has given birth to 99.99% of the people in the world. 3,000 yuan a minute, 4.32 million yuan a day. And can you increase your income with just one click? In other words, 3,000 yuan a minute, but for now, if you have 100 million on hand, you can increase your income again. And unlimited. 100 million, if it were the original, Zhang Chen wouldn't even think about it, but now, it's 4.32 million a day, and he can save 100 million in 25 days. When the time comes to increase your income, you will earn more and more money. The most, the scary thing is a little bit. This money is working capital, not fixed assets. Zhang Chen has worked as a salesman, and he understands very well how different working capital and fixed capital are. In a sense, a person with a net worth of 100 million is definitely not as good as a person with 100 million in liquid capital, except for a few truly wealthy people, such as Jack Ma, Lao Wang, and Mr. Xu of Evergrande. But generally anyone with a net worth of more than 1 billion or several billion still owes a lot of debt to the bank, let alone 100 million. Especially for those who work in engineering, if they are unlucky, tens of millions may cost them their dignity. With an income of 4 million a day, Zhang Chen earned 100 million by sitting at home and playing games for a month. This is so exciting. Calm down, Zhang Chen, you have to calm down, don't get excited. Zhang Chen was so excited that he wanted to roll on the ground, but he tried to calm down. When people suddenly become rich, they will become particularly impulsive and unscrupulous. The most important thing is that this society is too complicated. If you act too exaggeratedly, you are likely to be targeted. Zhang Chen understood this very well. He took out the last 2 cigarettes and held them directly in his mouth. Then take a deep breath of cigarette. Cough. Ginseng cigarettes are a particularly strong cigarette. Zhang Chen would naturally choke if he smoked 2 cigarettes at once. Even a long-time smoker would choke. But Zhang Chen didn't seem particularly uncomfortable. Instead, he felt very happy. He needs this kind of thing to temporarily calm himself down. Just like that, time passed little by little. After an hour, Zhang Chen finally calmed down. In 1 hour, Zhang Chen earned 180,000 yuan. Yes, 180,000 yuan. 180,000, Zhang Chen's annual income. Even if his performance is better, he can get up to 50,000. In other words, in 1 hour, I made 3 or 4 years of money. This feeling is so wonderful, but money is not money if it is not spent. Although it's 180,000, it's just a bunch of numbers. If you don't spend money, it means nothing. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen got up directly and went out to spend money. What makes Zhang Chen most satisfied with this one-click money-making system is not making money, but getting points while spending money. To be honest, without this function, Zhang Chen might not be willing to spend money, but with this system, Zhang Chen has nothing to be reluctant to part with. After all, Zhang Chen is just an ordinary person, and his thinking has not changed yet. When I walked out of the room, my cell phone rang. When I looked down, I saw it was the landlord's call. After answering the phone, the landlord's abusive voice soon started to sound. "It's already 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you have any money? If you don't, get out of here." The landlord's harsh voice sounded. Zhang Chen's face turned cold. In the past 2 years, he has been renting here with someone else's landlord. Apart from other things, at least he will not raise the price. This landlord raises the price every 3 to 5. When he rented it, it was 600, but now he insists on 1,005. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen sneered. "Rent. I put down the deposit for 3 months. The rent was originally 600 yuan, and the total is 1,800 yuan. The rent of 1,500 yuan will be deducted directly, and the remaining 300 yuan will be used as hourly rent. Fei, I won't rent it anymore, you silly dog." As soon as he finished speaking, Zhang Chen hung up the other party's call and walked downstairs, where he found a sweeping man picking up trash. This man was familiar to Zhang Chen. He knew him all the time, so Zhang Chen went directly over and asked the old man to move things upstairs. Zhang Chen doesn't plan to live here anymore. Basically, he doesn't need anything in the room, and it doesn't cost much in total. But Zhang Chen will never go cheap on the landlord Lao Bai. So after saying a few words, Zhang Chen left directly. At the same time, the landlord called again, and Zhang Chen blocked him directly. After a while, the landlord's text message came. The content surprised Zhang Chen. "Landlady Sister Wu. Oh, Xiao Zhang, I'm a bit irritable with my words. Don't worry about it. If you continue to rent the house, you'll be fine if the rent is 2 days late." Seeing this text message, Zhang Chen sneered in his heart. Obviously, if he didn't rent, the landlord wouldn't be able to rent it out for 1,500 yuan, in a quasi-first-tier city like Nanchang City, without a subway. Who would be willing to rent? Moreover, the community next to it is a new community, and there are many high-end apartments, which only cost 1,500 yuan a month. Therefore, if Zhang Chen doesn't rent, it will be difficult to rent out because the other party will be soft. But Zhang Chen only replied with the word, "Go," and ignored him. It's impossible for him to live in such a place now. Chapter 3. Spend 200,000 on some clothes, new book for collection. At 7 o'clock sharp. The traffic in Nanchang City was at its worst, with traffic jams everywhere. Zhang Chen took a taxi an hour ago and arrived at his destination an hour later. Open black lens bracket Wangfujing close black lens bracket. Yes, it's Wangfujing, but it's not Yanjing's Wangfujing, but it's still a subsidiary of the company. This is the most popular commercial center in Nanchang City this year. The reason for its popularity is very simple. All kinds of big luxury brands have settled in, so it has suddenly become a commercial center. Coupled with the subway and various other shopping malls, and 95% of the surrounding areas, it has become a commercial center. Occupancy rate. As a result, this area has become a famous pedestrian street in Nanchang City. Especially today and Sunday, many people come to Wangfujing. There are men and women, and there are many people doing business, selling flowers, and people asking to scan the QR code, all kinds of people. It can be said that there are all kinds of life. This was Zhang Chen's first time in Wangfujing. He got out of the taxi and walked directly inside. "Hello, sir, would you like to know more about Gouda Fitness?" "Sir, scan the code and send me a small gift." "Sir, do you want to buy flowers?" Voices rang out one after another. Zhang Chen refused with a smile, and then walked into the mall. Compared to the outside, there were slightly fewer people in the mall, but it was still scary. Everyone was covered with heads. Zhang Chen took the elevator directly and walked upstairs. Wangfujing in Nanchang City has 7 floors. The first and second floors are ordinary clothing stores, the third and fourth floors are food stores, the fifth floor is a movie floor, and the sixth floor is some fitness, yoga and health spa halls. It's different. The 7th floor is a luxury store. Some of the country's biggest names are in it. Chanel, Gucci, Dior, Bulgari, Cartier, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Versace, Armani. The elevator in Wangfujing is very large and can accommodate 40 or 50 people. When you get to the third and fourth floors, most of the elevator is gone, and when you get to the fifth floor, it is basically empty. Zhang Chen pressed the button for the seventh floor. At this moment, there were only 8 or 9 people left in the elevator, mostly girls. Some were playing with their phones with their heads down, some were chatting quietly with each other, and there was also a couple. Soon after reaching the 7th floor, everyone walked out one after another. Zhang Chen also immediately locked in the brand store he wanted to go to. Gucci. As a salesman, Zhang Chen has to learn a lot of things, especially clothing and accessories, because if he understands this, he can more accurately target customers. So Zhang Chen still has some research on luxury goods. Among luxury goods, Zhang Chen's favorite is Gucci. In recent years, luxury goods have become popular in China, among which Gucci is the most popular. This is because Gucci is relatively young, while LV, Prada, and Armani are more solemn and adult. Zhang Chen is only 22 years old. It is not good to wear something too serious. Gucci is the most suitable. So, without saying anything else, Zhang Chen went directly to the Gucci counter. The Gucci store looked resplendent and luxurious. As soon as Zhang Chen walked in, a sweet-looking female shopping guide came to Zhang Chen, carrying a small bag and smiling. "Hello sir, my name is Michelle. I am your shopping guide. Are you looking at bags or buying clothes?" The other party is very beautiful, at least 1.75 meters tall, with very slender legs and a very slim figure, especially for a rabbit. Moreover, her black hair is long and straight, making her look very comfortable and in line with Chinese aesthetics. Zhang Chen can score at least 90 points. However, Zhang Chen just looked at it and then looked away. It wasn't that he didn't want to look, but if he looked straight at it, wouldn't it be an insult to his identity? "You all want to buy some," Zhang Chen said. He really wanted to buy some. Michelle immediately took Zhang Chen to a younger area to buy. The counters provide one-to-one service. Although Zhang Chen is a street vendor, he can be a shopping guide for a luxury store and he does not show his emotions on his face. Although he knows that Zhang Chen is probably just here to take a look, you still need to have professional qualities. "Sir, this is the summer style we recommend. You can take a look at these styles." Michelle took the initiative to introduce summer styles. Zhang Chen took a look, then touched the quality and style, and couldn't help but shook his head and said, "I don't like Alessandro's design style very much. I still prefer Evan's design style, which looks more relaxed and casual." Zhang Chen spoke calmly, and then directly took 3 or 4 pieces of clothes. Michelle couldn't help but be slightly surprised. She looked at Zhang Chen and said, "It seems that sir is very knowledgeable about our Gucci." Generally speaking, when people come to the counter to buy clothes, they're basically looking for the word brand. Who cares about the design style? Who cares about the designer? Mi Shui has been working for more than a month and has received many people, including rich people, mistresses who were kept, mistresses, and some social elites, including the rich second generation. There are many people, but only Zhang Chen can tell the design. Teacher's name. It's not that Zhang Chen is awesome, it can only be said that Zhang Chen is at least not that superficial. "It's okay. Please pack these, but don't pack this one. I'll change it later." Although she is a beautiful woman, Zhang Chen is a bit straight. He directly picked up 8 pieces of clothing, looked at the numbers, and asked Michelle to pack them without even trying them on. Well, Mi Shui was surprised again. It wasn't that no one bought so many clothes, but from the first moment Zhang Chen came in, Mi Shui knew that Zhang Chen was full of goods. However, she didn't look down on her, she just felt that either her work was in vain. Either Zhang Chen is buying clothes for the boss. But now it seems that I was a little blind. Okay, but Michelle started packing immediately. Then Zhang Chen picked out 8 more matching trousers, 8 belts, and 8 different pairs of shoes, buying them in sets. Soon, Zhang Chen received a very warm reception at the checkout counter. The store manager came in person and brought Zhang Chen a cup of tea. Because Zhang Chen's consumption, according to a casual estimate, has exceeded 200,000. If you were in the magical city of Yanjing, even spending $1 million would not be a rare thing. But this is Nanchang City, a quasi-first-tier city where the per capita salary is 3 to 4,000. Spend 200,000 yuan, just buy some clothes. Who is this? They are definitely hiding the rich second generation, pretending to be pigs and eating tigers. The store manager was naturally respectful. Not to mention the store manager, all the employees in the store couldn't help but glance at it, including some people who were choosing luxury goods, and couldn't help but secretly smack their lips. 5 minutes later, everything was packed. Zhang Chen also changed into a set of clothes, cut off the labels, and took out his bank card. And silently think about withdrawing money. 75 minutes have passed since he came out, and Zhang Chen's income has increased by 225,000 yuan. In addition to the previous 180,000 yuan, Zhang Chen currently has 400,500 yuan. Hello. I spent a total of 215,000 yuan. The cashier girl handed over the bill and said with a smile on her face. 215,000? Zhang Chen was shocked, but his face remained calm and he swiped his card directly. After swiping the card, the system beeps. You spend 205,000 and get 20.5 Shenhao points. At the same time, Michelle asked directly, Mr. Zhang, should you take these things back yourself, or should we send them to you? Michelle asked with great enthusiasm. After all, the things Zhang Chen bought from her were commissioned, so how could she not be enthusiastic? Delivery. Luxury stores do have this kind of service. Zhang Chen nodded, but it would definitely not work if it was delivered to his residence. They have already stopped renting it. So after thinking about it, Zhang Chen said, well, to give you more prestige, I'll give you the address later, and you can deliver it to me then? Zhang Chen said this, and Michelle was naturally eager to do so. After Mi Shui took the initiative to increase Zhang Chen's prestige, she watched Zhang Chen leave. Wait until Zhang Chen leaves. Suddenly, everyone gathered around. Especially the store manager, he said directly, these days, the second generation of rich people like to keep a low profile. Michelle, it's a good thing that you are calm. The store manager sighed. I bought more than 200,000 yuan worth of clothes in one go, and I'm pretty good looking. Michelle, you have his prestige, right? Give it to me and I'll see if I can catch this golden turtle son-in-law. A colleague spoke directly and said bluntly, not shy. Go, don't mess around. These kind of customers are all rich people. They just want to experience life. If you take the initiative to deliver it to their door, not only will they not like it, but they will hate it. If the time comes, we will get into trouble. The store manager stopped it immediately. The latter sneered and said nothing more. As for Michelle, she smiled and didn't think much about it. After all, with her appearance and conditions, it was actually not difficult to find a social elite. As for the rich second generation, if she was willing, she could definitely find one, but she didn't. Like that. Catering department on the 4th floor of Wangfujing. Zhang Chen randomly chose a restaurant to eat. I don't eat much, I just eat what I like. After eating and drinking enough, Zhang Chen sat in the box and began to think. What can you do with money? The simplest basic necessities, food, clothing, housing and transportation. Zhang Chen solved the first two, and the next step was housing. Buy house. This is a good choice. After all, even if you have money, you can't stay in a hotel every day. But you still need to think slowly about which house to buy. You must buy a better house. If you choose, it will definitely be a villa. You can earn more than 4 million a day. If you also buy a flat floor, it will be meaningless. It's just that with the current situation, it's still a little premature to buy a house. The average house price in Nanchang City is around 13,000 to 1,340 yuan, and the good locations are around 1,780 to 1,780 yuan. If it is a villa or the like, the price is 25,000 to 30,000 yuan. But if you have money, buy the best, there is no doubt about it. But don't think about it today. Zhang Chen took out his mobile phone, opened Meituan, and searched for 5-star hotels in Nanchang City. Soon Zhang Chen locked in a 5-star hotel, Lakeside Hotel. This is the most luxurious 5-star hotel in Nanchang City. I glanced at the prices and found that the cheapest was 2,998 a night for a deluxe single room, and the most expensive was an executive suite for 9,998 a night. Without even thinking about it, Zhang Chen immediately locked in on this hotel. Now that the accommodation problem is solved, the rest is okay. Buy a car. That's right, buying a car. To be honest, men's 3 loves are women, cars, and watches. These are the 3 things men pursue. As for firearms, how many normal people like weapons? Even if you like firearms, this is China, not the United States, and you have nothing to do but buy and collect guns. Is it toxic? After determining the goal, Zhang Chen stood up, paid the money, and went straight to the first floor. Came to a Huawei mobile phone counter. It is now 8:30 in the evening, and there are still many people looking at mobile phones at the Huawei counter. The shopping guide is introducing the mobile phones enthusiastically. As soon as Zhang Chen entered, a female shopping guide came over with great enthusiasm. At the same time, she looked up and down at Zhang Chen's clothes. Sure enough, people rely on clothes, and Buddha relies on gold. Zhang Chen, dressed in a big name, has naturally become the focus of many people's attention. Hello, sir, are you buying a mobile phone? The shopping guide said with a smile on his face. Well, let me introduce you to the latest mobile phone. Zhang Chen is straightforward. He doesn't want to waste time on this. It's 8:30 now. He will take a taxi to the hotel later. It will probably be 9 o'clock, so he can have a good sleep. After hearing what Zhang Chen said, the shopping guide didn't talk nonsense. He took Zhang Chen directly to an empty counter, took out a mobile phone and said, Sir, this is our latest Huawei Mata 20 rupees Porsche co-branded model. It is very good in terms of configuration, performance, and business performance. The other party introduced it like this, and Zhang Chen touched the phone. It was very light and thin, and had good texture. It was edgeless and had genuine leather on the back. It felt very good. Okay, this is the one. Without any nonsense, Zhang Chen directly asked for this one. It's pretty good. Huh? The shopping guide was a little confused. He had seen people buy mobile phones quickly, but he had never seen Zhang Chen buy it so smoothly. That's it. By the way, help me download the basic software. Where can I pay? Zhang Chen said very directly. The shopping guide came to his senses and nodded immediately. Don't worry, I will take care of it here. If you want to pay, please wait. After she said this, she walked directly to the cashier. At the same time, a clerk immediately brought a cup of tea. This service was really high-end. At the same time, Zhang Chen also heard a man on the side who was selecting a mobile phone, lowering his voice and talking to his friends. Damn it, Huawei Porsche Mata 20, just bought it like this, rich man. What the hell? How much does that phone cost? It's not expensive either. The price is 16,000, and this one is very scarce. I asked just now. If you buy it, you need to add 2,000 to it, which is 18,000. The man whispered, while looking at the mobile phone in Zhang Chen's hand with envy. 18,000? Damn, 18,000 is enough for me to buy 3 Apple X's, rich man. Not only him, but also several people looked at Zhang Chen. After all, selling a mobile phone for 18,000 yuan is indeed incredible. After all, this is Nanchang City, not the magical city of Yanjing. To put it bluntly, everyone in the magical city of Yanjing has an apple thinking of $1,000. So Zhang Chen directly bought a mobile phone like this, which is naturally extraordinary. Feeling the envious eyes of everyone, Zhang Chen looked calm, but felt happy in his heart. It's so cool to have money. 10 minutes later, Zhang Chen finished swiping the card, and the technician also finished installing the software, packaging and other things. Zhang Chen didn't ask for anything and just stayed here. At the same time, the female shopping guide was extremely enthusiastic and wanted to increase her prestige. Although this female shopping guide was quite attractive, Zhang Chen didn't like her very much, so she politely refused and left with her cell phone. After leaving, Zhang Chen took a taxi directly to Binhu Hotel. Binhu Hotel? After the taxi driver heard Zhang Chen's destination, he couldn't help but ask again. He was curious and thought Zhang Chengao was wrong. Well, it's Binhu Hotel. Zhang Chen sat in the back and said calmly. The taxi driver didn't waste any time and walked directly to the Binhu Hotel. Almost 20 minutes later, Zhang Chen arrived at Binhu Hotel. The entire Binhu Hotel has hundreds of floors. Just looking at the appearance, bright lights, high-end luxury, this is the best hotel in Nanchang City, bar none. It is a real 5-star hotel, but usually the people who stay here are some foreign company leaders. When he arrived at the door of the hotel, Zhang Chen left 100 yuan bill. Then, before he could open the doorman opened the car door and put his hand on the roof of the car, fearing that Zhang Chen would hit his head. This task made Zhang Chen feel speechless. To be honest, I thought that if I took a taxi to a big hotel like this, the waiters would look down on me, just like in the novel. What I didn't expect was that the waiter not only didn't look down on me at all, but was very respectful. Sure enough, In reality, there is no such thing as shabby, unless you meet shabby. Follow the doorman into the hotel. In an instant, the vast hall was shocking. Zhang Chen has never been to a 5-star hotel like this. It is splendid, with Western-style decoration and huge crystal lamps, which looks very grand. The entire hall is hollow and is more than 10 meters high, which makes it look extremely extraordinary. The welcoming ladies were all sweet-looking. When they saw Zhang Chen come in, they took the initiative to bring towels. "Sir, are you looking for friends or staying in a hotel?" A receptionist asked with a smile. "Staying in a hotel." Zhang Chen looked very calm. The latter continued to smile and said, "Sir, please come with me." After saying this, Zhang Chen followed the other party. Soon, I arrived at the front desk. "Hello sir, are you checking in?" The voice at the front desk was nice and he looked good. But yes, this is the top hotel in Nanchang City after all. If the front desk and reception girls hired are all crooked, who would want to stay there? Appearance is justice. Yes. Zhang Chen took out his ID card and bank card. The latter immediately registered and then asked, "Sir, what room do you want? Is it a deluxe single room or a deluxe double room?" The other party asked subconsciously. After all, Zhang Chen is alone and looks young. "I saw on the internet that you have executive deluxe suites here, right?" Zhang Chen asked calmly. He is very calm. He can't make a fuss if he stays in a hotel, right? Yes, but there is no discount for the executive deluxe suite today. The original price is 9,998 yuan. The girl at the front desk said with a smile. There was no discrimination in these words, just a simple reminder. Okay, but is there anything more advanced? Zhang Chen just wanted to experience the executive luxury suite, so the second half of his sentence was just a casual question. However, the latter said directly, there is also a higher level, the executive presidential suite, but the price is 15,081 nights. Presidential suite? Zhang Chen wasn't very surprised, but he didn't expect that there was a higher-end suite. The presidential suite is something that often appears in TV dramas. Only rich people can live in it. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen immediately said, "Then let's take the presidential suite." Ah, the latter was obviously taken aback. It's not that he has never seen someone opening a presidential suite, but generally speaking, those who open presidential suites are basically middle-aged successful people, or some very beautiful girls. As for what they do, it's not clear. Zhang Chen looks to be in his early 20s. Although he wears a brand name, but the presidential suite costs 15,081 nights. To be honest, most people would really be reluctant to live there. No room? Zhang Chen saw that the other party was hesitant and couldn't help but ask. "Oh, sir, I'm checking in for you now. Do you live alone or not?" The other party couldn't help but ask one more question. In fact, this sentence didn't need to be asked, but she still couldn't help but ask. "A person." Zhang Chen answered casually. At this moment, the front desk and the girl in charge of greeting guests couldn't help but be even more surprised. Especially the welcoming girl. She took a closer look at Zhang Chen and found that Zhang Chen was very confident and didn't feel like he was trying to show off. Now the two of them realized that Zhang Chen was a truly rich man. "How many days will you stay?" the other party asked again. "Don't live for too long, let's go for 7 days. Zhang Chen thought about it carefully and decided to buy a house in a few days. It would be pointless to live in it for too long. A week would be about the same. As soon as he said this, the front desk was stunned again. 7 days is not long. Generally, the presidential suite is considered good if it is open for 2 days, after all, it is 15,800. Zhang Chen opened it for 7 days, which is 110,600. But he was still stunned, and the front desk quickly went through the procedures for Zhang Chen. "Hello sir, if you stay for 7 days, we have a small discount here. The price is 100,000 yuan. The other party smiled. A discount of more than 10,000? This is not bad. Although it is easy to make money, Zhang Chen is not a prodigal, so it would be best to get a discount. Okay. Zhang Chen nodded. The latter operated immediately, and after swiping Zhang Chen's card, he sent 3 cards. "Sir, there are 3 cards here. One is the room card, one is the safe card, and the other is the distinguished gold card. If you spend more than 100,000, you will get a gold card as a gift. There is a special number behind the gold card. 1-to-1 service hotline. If you need to book air tickets, travel, or any services, you can call directly and we will have dedicated people to serve you. The other party's attitude was more respectful than before. Zhang Chen, on the other hand, praised him repeatedly in his heart. Sure enough, a 5-star hotel is a 5-star hotel, and all services are available. Again, it's great to have money, sir, you come with me. After checking in, the receptionist immediately took Zhang Chen to the elevator with great enthusiasm. Walking into the elevator, a man and a woman came over soon. The man was in his 40s and the woman was in her 20s. They were wearing heavy makeup and wanted to get into the elevator. However, the welcoming lady looked at the room card in the other person's hand and immediately stopped her. She said with a smile on her face, "Hello, sir and madam. This is the elevator directly to the presidential suite. It cannot reach your floor. I'm sorry." As soon as these words were said, the two of them were stunned, especially the woman with heavy makeup. After hearing this, she felt a little unhappy and said, "What a shabby hotel. It has direct access to the elevator." However, the other middle-aged man sneered and then glared at the woman. Zhang Chen in the elevator seemed very quiet and expressionless. After the elevator opened, the middle-aged man outside the elevator couldn't help but cursed. "Are you stupid? This person lives in a presidential suite and costs more than 10,000 yuan a night. This kind of person looks like a rich second generation. You are so messed up. Aren't you going to cause trouble for me by talking?" he said. The latter couldn't help but be surprised. Obviously he had never seen the world. More than 10,000 a night? What kind of person is this? Women wearing heavy makeup are a little scared. If you really offend the second generation of rich people, you will be in trouble. Nowadays, it is okay to offend the first generation of rich people, but if you offend the second generation of rich people, that kind of person will stir up a hornet's nest. In the elevator, the welcoming lady looked at Zhang Chen and couldn't help but smile. "What does your job do, sir?" She's taking the initiative to strike up a conversation. Zhang Chen could tell. "Do some small business. The other party is a beautiful woman, so it's not a disadvantage to chat. Small business. Anyone who can live in a place like this must be a big boss. Seeing as how young your husband is, you must be young and promising." The other party continued to praise. Zhang Chen nodded with a smile on his face, feeling very happy in his heart. To put it harshly, when you have no money, beauties of this level will not even look at you, but when you have money, you will take the initiative to strike up a conversation. Sure enough, the strongest ability in this world is the ability to make money. But after Zhang Chen chatted casually for a few words, the elevator door opened. At the same time, Zhang Chen also knew this person's name. Ma Tian. Ma Tian brought Zhang Chen outside the suite and introduced at the same time. "There are 4 rooms here, and the sound insulation effect is very good, so sir, there is nothing to worry about." Ma Tian spoke, especially the word, soundproof, which was a bit meaningful. After hearing this, Zhang Chen nodded and smiled. Drop. The door to the suite opened. After Ma Tian opened it for Zhang Chen, she smiled sweetly and said, "Mr. Zhang, if there is nothing else, I will leave first. I work until 10 o'clock, but you are a special VIP. You can directly use the internal phone and dial my work number, 2002, and if you need any services, you can contact me." Ma Tian said this, and his words are simply evocative, especially when he bends down, he shows off his figure. "Can I contact you if I need any services?" Zhang Chen smiled and said. The latter blinked and looked at Zhang Chen, and said in a more delicate tone, "Yes, sir." The meaning is very clear. However, Zhang Chen still restrained himself. He nodded with a smile, told her to contact her if she needed anything, and then closed the door. Ma Tian didn't say anything and left with a smile on her face. She was not a little girl and was used to big winds and waves. Later, in the presidential suite, Zhang Chen slowly exhaled. Then a look of joy appeared on his face involuntarily. Cool. So cool, it's so cool to have money. The next day. 3 p.m. Zhang Chen opened his hazy eyes. In fact, Zhang Chen didn't sleep well last night because he was so excited that he didn't fall asleep until 5 in the morning. After all, a normal person wouldn't be able to sleep, right? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The first thing Zhang Chen does when he wakes up is to look at his earnings. Soon the data graph appeared in front of you. Character. Zhang Chen. Earn money with one click. 3,060ths can be extracted. Increase income with one click. 3,447,100 million. Shenhao points. 41.5. Every 10,000 yuan spent will earn you 1 Shenhao point. If you currently have Shenhao points, you can participate in the Shenhao lottery. That's right, it's 3,447,000 yuan. 21 hours have passed since I woke up the system at 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I spent 21,500 on clothes, 100,000 on staying in a hotel, and bought a mobile phone with 18,000 calls, so currently there are only 3.44 million. In this way, Zhang Chen instantly discovered that the money spent on buying clothes and staying in hotels was really not money. Call. After getting up, Zhang Chen began to brush his teeth and rinse his mouth. With more than 3 million yuan, it is impossible for Zhang Chen to deposit it in the bank. The basic necessities, food, housing and transportation are still one step away, so Zhang Chen naturally wants to buy a car. If you don't buy a car, you can't take a taxi every day, right? While brushing his teeth and rinsing his mouth, Zhang Chen was scrolling through Douyin with his new phone. Just suddenly, several messages popped up on the phone. It is a message of prestige. The first one is about the manager's prestige. It is a voice message. There are 3 messages in total. Zhang Chen, it's 9:30 now, why don't you come to work? Zhang Chen, it's 11 o'clock, are you planning to miss work today? At 2:30 in the afternoon, I give you until 6 o'clock to reply to my phone call, or come to the company to explain the matter to me. Otherwise, you will not get a penny of your salary for the past 2 months. The manager's voice gradually changed from impatient to manic. Zhang Chen couldn't help but frown, but he didn't say anything more. The second message is from a prestige group, and it is a new group. The title is, 7 Years No See, Are You All Okay? Close black lens bracket. I clicked in and took a look and found that it was a group of high school classmates. Now Zhang Chen became interested. Looking at this posture, I felt that I had encountered the pretend X conference that countless rich people want to encounter. In the eyes of countless people, the so-called class reunion is just a show-off party. Maybe it may not be the same as in the novel, where all the classmates are snobbish, but after experiencing society, no one will be the same as before. In the past, whoever was good at fighting would play with whomever, but now whoever has money will follow whoever is rich. The classmate who used to get into a bad fight in the class is now offering me cigarettes and drinks. Isn't this a wonderful feeling? Yang Xiaomei. I said it's really been a long time since we last met, right? Li Ziming. Absolutely, it's been almost 7 years. Zhang Fan. Where should we go for this party? I'm in Shanghai, so I need to book my flight tickets in advance. He Gong. Envied the boss in Shanghai. Zhang Fan. He Gong, don't mess with me. I'm just a wage earner. He Gong. Representative Zhang, you are so humble. Who doesn't know you? You work in a Fortune 500 group in Shanghai with an annual income of 500,000 yuan. What's so bad about this? Zhang Fan. Don't talk nonsense. I'm just a wage earner. If I want to say I'm awesome, it's our squad leader. I've already opened a small factory at a young age, with an annual income of tens of millions. I'm a famous person in Nanchang City. Shu Chen. The more I brag, the more outrageous it becomes. I only earn 7 to 8 million a year. How can I earn tens of millions a year? At this time, squad leader Shu Chen appeared and said something so infuriating that Zhang Chen couldn't help but chuckle. This guy was very blunt, but if it were the same as before, Zhang Chen would really have nothing to say. After all, he was telling the truth, but now Zhang Chen doesn't feel anything. Annual income of 8 million. Sorry, I have 8 million in less than 2 days, but Zhang Chen obviously won't say that. It doesn't mean that I have enough to eat and nothing to do. He casually scanned the group. There are not many active people in the group, only 7 or 8 people, but there are 30 or 40 people who have joined the group. But it's normal when you think about it. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Naturally, many people have seen it and won't reply. They have to go to work. Oh, and even if you don't go to work, if you're not doing well, you won't be able to go back. Zhang Chen doesn't plan to reply to anything, so just decide on the time and place before going there. But when Zhang Chen saw that there was another new classmate in the prestige group, he couldn't help but become curious. Shu Chen invited Glory 4's store Zhang Wenwen to join the group. Zhang Chen knows who Zhang Wenwen is. It turns out that she is one of the most beautiful women in the class, and judging from her hair, she happens to be selling cars. Zhang Fan. Hey, isn't this the great beauty Wenwen? Welcome. He gong. Warm welcome. Fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. Shu Chen. Welcome to the beautiful girl Wenwen to join the group. Let me send you a red envelope. Yang Xiaomei. Humph, you bunch of stinky men, why weren't you so enthusiastic when I came? Now that Wenwen is here, everyone has run out. Yang Xiaomei's words made many men feel embarrassed, but soon after the monitor Shu Chen sent a red envelope, the topic was dropped. And Zhang Chen also finished washing up. Unlimited company sales consultant Zhang Chen. At Honor 4S store Zhang Wenwen. Wenwen, what price range of cars does your 4S store sell? I plan to buy a car. As soon as Zhang Chen's words appeared, many people were stunned, especially a group of boys, who felt that Zhang Chen was too pretentious to strike up a conversation. But before Zhang Wenwen could speak, Shu Chen had already typed a reply. Shu Chen. The Honor 4S store is the #1 4S store in Nanchang City. The cars they sell are all imported cars. They should all start with BBA. The cheapest ones are not expensive at 3 or 400,000, and the most expensive ones should be there's a Lamborghini Hurricane, right? Shu Chen's words were full of condescension and arrogance, and at the same time, he was very coercive. Zhang Wenwen. Yeah, the most expensive one right now is the Hurricane, but the company will also introduce several luxury cars next month. Zhang Wenwen has changed the prefix. The so-called prefix is actually a little prestige trick. Because the list of prestige friends is sorted by first letter, many salespeople will change their names to so that they can be the first. Zhang Chen also changed his prefix. When he saw what Shu Chen said, he continued. Zhang Chen. Okay, Wenwen, give me your phone number. I'll arrive before 5 o'clock. As soon as this news came out, everyone was stunned again. Damn it, do you want to be so pretentious? And so blunt? Is this interesting? Many people in the entire classmate group have surfaced. After seeing the chat records, many people thought Zhang Chen was pretending to be X. Zhang Fan. Zhang Chen, are you accompanying the leader to buy a car or are you going to buy it yourself? Zhang Fan's words clearly contained a hint of ridicule. However, Zhang Chen typed directly, Zhang Chen, buy it yourself. He smiled slightly. The more the classmates in the group were like this, the less uncomfortable he felt. On the contrary, he was looking forward to the next plot. He gong. Hey, I'm getting rich, brother Zhang. He gong also appeared, and everyone could see the flavor of the sentence, brother Zhang. Li Weiwa. What kind of car should I buy? Do you want me to recommend some models to you? Song Yan. How much is your budget? Li Weiwa is a car fan, and he can really help you choose some cost-effective cars. However, Zhang Wenwen responded to Zhang Chen immediately. Zhang Wenwen. Okay, I happen to have a client here to discuss. If you arrive before 5 o'clock, I can help you arrange it. Relatively speaking, Zhang Wenwen was very enthusiastic. At the same time, she did chat with Zhang Chen privately and sent her phone number. But at this moment, Shu Chen also sent a message in the group, at Zhang Chen. Shu Chen. At Zhang Chen, if you are not buying an imported car, you don't need to go to Wenwen. The Honor 4S store basically sells imported cars, similar to domestic cars, or cheaper cars. She doesn't have them there, I have them. A friend also works in a 4S shop. He sells BYD, Toyota, and Honda. I recommend him to you. If the previous few people were a bit sarcastic, Shu Chen's taste was even stronger. He directly mocked Zhang Chen for not being able to afford a good car. Zhang Chen smiled, he had already changed his clothes, and then typed. I haven't decided what car to buy yet. Let's go and have a look. If you don't buy it, just think of it as a long-term experience. If you come across something good-looking, I will buy it. As soon as he said this, everyone immediately thought that Zhang Chen was just pretending, so no one paid any attention to Zhang Chen anymore. Soon the trend of group chat became again, where to party. Zhang Chen glanced at it and roughly understood that the gathering time happened to be tonight. It was at the Laiwan Hotel. It was also a 5-star hotel, but it was listed as a 5-star hotel, but it was not bad, just better than where Zhang Chen was. Binhu Hotel is much different. Soon Zhang Chen looked at the last letter, which was from Michelle. Zhang Chen hadn't given her the address yesterday. As soon as he said this, Zhang Chen slapped his thigh. He had indeed forgotten about it, so he quickly sent an address to Michelle. At the same time, Zhang Chen, also called Ma Tian. Beep. Beep. The phone was connected, and soon Ma Tian's voice rang. Hello, I am Ma Tian, Mr. Zhang. How can I help you? Ma Tian's voice sounded. Zhang Chen immediately said, two things. The first thing is that I will have some clothes delivered to me later. Please help me receive them. Okay, Mr. Zhang, I'll register here immediately. Ma Tian replied. The second thing is, I want to go to the Honor 4S store. Can you help me arrange a car? It doesn't have to be a good one, just an ordinary one. Zhang Chen said this. More ordinary? Mr. Zhang, you are staying in our hotel and are a gold card member. We can arrange a Mercedes-Benz S-Series transportation for you. This is a free service. Ma Tian reminded kindly. Mercedes-Benz S-Series pickup. Zhang Chen was amazed, but he refused directly. No, it's just that the more ordinary the better, you don't need a very fancy car. Zhang Chen said, he doesn't need such a good car, just an ordinary one. Okay, when do you need it? Ma Tian didn't ask why, she was not a fool. Immediately, Zhang Chen said. Okay, you can come down now, I've already contacted you. Zhang Chen couldn't help but be surprised by Ma Tian's high efficiency, but he had nothing to say. After thanking him, Zhang Chen hung up the phone and came down. I have to say that 5-star hotels are different. Food, drink, accommodation and transportation are all arranged for you. Sure enough, you get what you pay for, and after spending so much money, there are many benefits. 5 minutes later, Zhang Chen came downstairs. Ma Tian came forward. But today, Ma Tian's dress is more distinctive. The black OL professional attire, especially the black stockings, highlights her slender legs and extremely good figure. Ma Tian is very beautiful. It may be a bit exaggerated to say she is a school beauty, but she is definitely a beauty. She is a highlight wherever she goes, and the most important thing is her temperament. Ma Tian's temperament is full of business. To be honest, bringing this kind of woman out will definitely give you more face, because this kind of woman knows how to behave and is good at conduct. Unlike those arrogant girls or some money-worshipping girls who know nothing but money and make trouble without reason. Mr. Zhang, we have arranged a Mercedes-Benz E-Series to pick you up. Ma Tian said with a smile. Mercedes-Benz E-Series, it seems that this is the worst car for 5-star hotels. Well, okay, thank you, but there's no need to pick it up, just send me there. Zhang Chen nodded, thanking him very much. Okay, Mr. Zhang, could you please add your Prestige or give me your phone number? If you have any questions, please contact me directly with Prestige. Ma Tian asked proactively. But Zhang Chen knew that this was a work requirement and had no other meaning. Okay. Zhang Chen gave the other party his phone number and authority, and then walked to the Mercedes-Benz E-Series at the door. The driver, who was wearing a suit and white gloves, was very classy. When he saw Zhang Chen coming, he opened the door and was very respectful. When Zhang Chen got in, he stretched out his hand to block the car frame, fearing that Zhang Chen would hit his head. Very angry. Very nice. Mr. Zhang, walk slowly. As Ma Tian said goodbye, the car soon started. Zhang Chen couldn't help but feel comfortable sitting in the Mercedes-Benz. It's extremely comfortable. Half an hour later, at the gate of Changma Automobile City, Zhang Chen stepped out of the Mercedes-Benz. The Honor 4S store is located in Changma Automobile City. There are many 4S stores throughout the Auto City, the most famous of which is the Honor 4S store. The Honor 4S store is easy to find. The first one at the main gate is the Honor 4S store, so Zhang Chen immediately took out his mobile phone to contact Zhang Wenwen. At this moment, Honor 4S store. Zhang Wenwen was introducing to customers very enthusiastically that the middle-aged man in front of her had taken a fancy to a BMW 740 Li exclusive model. This car with options costs almost 1.2 million. If this business is successful, based on commission and year-end performance, you can get a small 10,000 yuan. Naturally, Zhang Wenwen was very interested. However, at this moment, the Prestige sounded, and Zhang Wenwen glanced slightly. It was the Prestige sent by Zhang Chen, which probably meant that she had arrived and asked her where she was. But now that the business was about to come to an end, Zhang Wenwen really wanted to go and receive Zhang Chen, but she couldn't get away, so Zhang Wenwen looked directly at the intern next to her. Xiaoyuan, a classmate of mine comes to buy a car. You will go to the shopping guide later. If he buys it, the commission will be yours, and the performance will be mine. As for the price, You can give him the lowest price according to my authority. If he returns if you want a lower price, just let us know in a tactful way. Zhang Wenwen said this to the assistant beside her. This is an intern employee who studied next to her. She is very cute. Well, okay, Sister Wenwen, what's that person's name? Xiaoyuan nodded, but asked Zhang Chen's name. Zhang Chen. Okay, Sister Wenwen. Xiaoyuan nodded, then remembered the name carefully, then stood up and walked outside. Mr. Zhou, do you have any other needs for this car? After Xiaoyuan left, Zhang Wenwen continued to communicate with her customers. At this moment, at the entrance of the Honor 4S store, Zhang Chen walked into the 4S store. The spacious 4S store looked very spacious, clean and tidy, which made people feel comfortable. Luxury cars were parked in the exhibition hall, which looked very good. Today is Monday, but there are still many people looking at cars in the store. BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz. Zhang Chen looked at them one by one. He had a certain understanding of cars, but his understanding was not very deep. At this moment, a cute girl wearing Honor 4S work clothes came to Zhang Chen. Excuse me, are you Mr. Zhang Chen? The girl is a bit confused and cute. In terms of looks, Zhang Chen can score above 85 points. Well, who are you? Zhang Chen was a little curious. Hello, my name is Li Yuan. You can call me Xiaoyuan. I am Sister Wenwen's assistant. Sister Wenwen is currently discussing business and has customers in hand. I don't have time to come out. Please forgive me. Xiaoyuan said so. Yes, I understand. Zhang Chen nodded. I can definitely understand this. Zhang Chen can still understand the principle of first come, first served. Okay, so let me ask, Mr. Zhang, what type of car do you want to see? A sedan or an SUV? Xiaoyuan asked. We won't consider SUVs, cars. Of course, Zhang Chen can't buy an SUV. He doesn't like off-roading and doesn't go there often. In the city, he will definitely buy a car. As for cars, what is Mr. Yang's budget for buying a car? Xiaoyuan continued to ask. At this moment, a woman wearing all's professional attire came over, looked at Zhang Chen and said with a smile. Sir, what would you like to drink? No need. Zhang Chen waved his hand. He didn't really want to drink anything, and the latter also walked back with a smile. Then Zhang Chen thought for a while, and then said, as for the budget for car purchases, I don't have this for the time being, but I heard that you have a Lamborghini Gallardo in your store, right? Zhang Chen asked. Upon hearing this, Xiaoyuan immediately nodded and said, yes, which Lamborghini was dragged here at the end of last month. It's very nice. Xiaoyuan is a newcomer, and at the same time she is very simple and kind-hearted. Otherwise, if the old Yutiao sales manager hears Zhang Chen say this, he will directly think that Zhang Chen is just here to take a look. Show me. Zhang Chen said directly. Xiaoyuan was stunned for a moment, but she immediately realized that Zhang Chen probably wanted to come over and take a look at the car. But perhaps because she is new to the industry, Xiaoyuan is not disappointed at all. On the contrary, she is quite happy. Mr. Zhang, come with me. Zhang Chen followed Xiaoyuan. At the same time, Xiaoyuan also explained. Mr. Zhang, Lamborghini is one of the world's top sports cars. It originated from an Italian car manufacturer and was founded by Ferruccio Lamborghini. This car is definitely far better than most in terms of workmanship, power, and sense of technology. Car. And there is also a little story about Lamborghini, that is, the founder was originally just a tractor engine manufacturer. Because the boss bought a Ferrari, and then found that there was a problem with the Ferrari engine, he informed the Ferrari boss, and the answer given by the Ferrari boss was, you are just a manufacturer of tractor engines, you are not qualified to evaluate Ferrari, and you don't understand what a sports car is. So, in a fit of anger, the founder of Lamborghini created this brand and became a famous brand. She explained the story carefully. Zhang Chen listened with interest. Soon, he arrived at the Lamborghini showroom. There were many people around, some taking pictures, some asking sales consultants. All in all, this Lamborghini has become the pride of the Honor 4S. And when Zhang Chen took his first look, suddenly, Zhang Chen was surprised. It's not that Zhang Chen has never seen sports cars. Nanchang City is also a quasi-first-tier city. Occasionally, you can see some sports cars at night. But it is difficult to see on weekdays. The sports car in front of him caught Zhang Chen's attention. Piano-cut curves, coupled with the perfect supercar design, The white paint is even more sparkling, like a work of art. This is Lamborghini's new sports car, Huracan. Zhang Chen stared at this sports car and never took his eyes away. Xiaoyuan also introduced very responsibly, Mr. Zhang, this sports car is called Huracan Performante. It is Lamborghini's new sports car. The sports car has a horsepower of up to 640, and the central control is full of modernity. Xiaoyuan introduced it like this. Zhang Chen nodded and then asked about the price. The price of this car is 3.5 million for the bare car, but because the car has been equipped with options, an additional 300,000 will be added. After adding the purchase tax, the total price will be 4.5 million, plus commercial insurance and licensing fees, the total is 4.6 million. If Mr. Zhang is satisfied, he can discount the insurance and licensing fees, give a special discount price, and make a one-time payment, and you can also enjoy a discount. It can be won with a minimum of 4.2 million. However, it is worth mentioning that this sports car is still a convertible type, but it is not convenient to display it now. Xiaoyuan talks about her family treasures, 4,200,000. Zhang Chen was surprised, but not at the price of the car, but at the estimated purchase tax, which was as high as 700,000. 700,000 can buy a BMW 5 Series. No wonder, don't use your car to challenge the luxury car purchase tax. Zhang Chen opens his income projection chart. Character. Zhang Chen. Earn money with one click. 3,060ths can be extracted. Increase income with one click. 3.987 million, 100 million. Shenhao points. 41.5. Every 10,000 yuan spent will earn you 1 Shenhao point. If you currently have Shenhao points, you can participate in the Shenhao lottery. It's now 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the profit is exactly 3.98 million. This car is 4.2 million. It's all down, which means that he can buy it as long as he waits for an hour. Just right. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen nodded and said, "Okay, this is the one." Zhang Chen spoke. Xiaoyuan nodded subconsciously, thinking that what Zhang Chen said was, "Okay, go check out other cars." When she was about to introduce other cars, Xiaoyuan suddenly froze. "What?" Xiaoyuan couldn't help but asked again. "This is the one." Zhang Chen pointed at the Huracan and said, "This car is quite good, at least for me now, there is absolutely no problem." "Is this car? Mr. Zhang? Are you kidding?" Xiaoyuan stuttered a little. "That's it. I'm quite satisfied with it. That's it. Where can I write a contract?" Buying a car requires a car purchase contract, which requires signing and a lot of things to do. Zhang Chen once accompanied a friend to buy a car, so he naturally knows that the procedures are complicated. He doesn't want to delay it for too long, so it can be done within an hour. "Are you really sure you want to buy this one?" Xiaoyuan couldn't help but ask again. "Yeah, I'll buy this one," Zhang Chen answered directly. Many people around who were looking at the car couldn't help but look at Zhang Chen after hearing the noise here. Zhang Chen didn't speak very loudly, but it was relatively quiet here, so naturally everyone could hear him. "Damn it, you're awesome. Is it true? You bought a luxury car worth almost 5 million? Is this person a rich second generation? It's a good idea. When a rich person buys a car, it's a good idea. If you want to buy it, you just buy it. Are you kidding me? I guess you're filming a video clip?" Many people were talking, but the voices were very low. After all, no one knew whether Zhang Chen was true or false. Xiaoyuan stopped talking nonsense and took Zhang Chen to the living room with some hesitation. At the same time it was repeated again. This time it was Zhang Chen's turn to be depressed. "Take me to the finance department. I'll make the payment first." Zhang Chen knew that paying for a car requires 3 payments. Once is the price of the car, once is insurance. The first time is the purchase tax. For purchase tax, you have to go to the tax bureau, so Zhang Chen can pay the car price first. It was only 3.5 million, but he could still afford it. "Okay, Mr. Zhang, come with me." Xiaoyuan took Zhang Chen directly to the finance department. At the same time, someone immediately prepared a car purchase contract. In fact, we still needed to discuss the price. The discount could not be better, but we could send a few maintenance or some accessories. However, Zhang Chen looked good. Money, so I didn't mention it. When we came to the finance department, the 2 cashier girls were quite free. After all, despite the crowds outside, only a few people were actually buying cars. It took some time to process the contract. Xiao Yuan worked as quickly as possible and spent nearly 20 minutes. After completing the contract, Zhang Chen signed it. Then you can pay. The contract does not count until payment is made, so at this moment, Xiao Yuan was a little nervous in the finance department, because it was very likely that Zhang Chen was secretly filming the joke, or she had guessed it. Could it be that Zhang Chen and Zhang Wenwen are playing tricks on themselves? Lamborghini Hurricane? Pay 3.5 million, sir, please enter your password. The cashier girl from the finance department was also surprised when she saw the contract again. Even the two people who were originally sitting stood up and looked very respectful. Didi Didi. Didi Didi. After Zhang Chen entered the 6-digit password, the PS machine soon printed out the bill. Hiss. 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 At this moment, the two finance girls, Xiao Yuan, and another sales manager in the room gasped at the same time. Isn't it really a success? Especially Xiao Yuan was stunned. This hurricane has indeed attracted a lot of traffic since it came in last month, but everyone knows that it is difficult to sell because the discount is not big, and with this kind of sports car, there are really not many rich people in the entire Nanchang city who can purchase. Because the sons and daughters of rich people have all gone abroad or to Beijing, Shanghai and Guangzhou, who will stay in a place like Nanchang. However, what I didn't expect was that Zhang Chen bought it. This is big news. Xiao Yuan, please notify the store manager quickly and have someone cover the car and stop the display. The car has been sold. Don't cause any problems. At this time, the car buying consultant next to Xiao Yuan immediately spoke. He was an old employee and immediately reminded Xiao Yuan to do something. The latter came to his senses immediately, then quickly looked at Zhang Chen and said, Mr. Zhang, you go to the VIP room and take a rest. I'll help you handle other things here. When the car is sold, it must be covered with a red cloth to prevent anyone from touching it or doing anything else. If there is any problem at all, it cannot be sold. Otherwise, it will be an accident car. If you sell it, you will be fined 3 times for a fake car. This is a very scary thing and is not a joke. At the same time, Xiao Yuan also asked Zhang Chen to rest in the VIP room. Bang bang. In the manager's office, Wu Gohua was processing documents. However, at this moment, there was a knock on the door, which made Wu Gohua frown. Generally speaking, he would not allow employees to disturb him if there was nothing important, but since there was a knock on the door, Wu Gohua still said, Please come in. To be honest, Wu Gohua was already prepared. If the other party said anything and the customer asked for the lowest price, he would definitely sell it. However, as soon as the door opened, a familiar sales crony walked in with excitement on his face. Store manager, the car is sold. It's sold. What car was sold? Are you so excited? Wu Gohua asked with a frown. Hurricane, that Lamborghini Hurricane. The other party shouted, and Wu Gohua was shocked. To be honest, after this Lamborghini Hurricane came to the store, it did attract a lot of people to come and watch it, but Wu Gohua didn't expect it to be sold, because on the first day the car arrived, he contacted Nanchang City who could afford to buy it, several customers. It turned out that the other party's idea was very simple and quite good, but since there were other cars at home, I didn't consider it. Anyone who has worked in a 4S store knows that sports cars are the most difficult to sell. Price is first, and secondly, sports cars are suitable for young people, but rich people are in their 40s and 50s, especially in Nanchang, a quasi-first-tier city. Generally, people with rich families will send them to big cities or abroad. Therefore, Wu Gohua finds it difficult to sell this car. What's even more troublesome is that if it cannot be sold, the superiors will not drag other luxury cars over. After all, the consumption level cannot keep up. If you drag it over, what if something happens? Who is responsible for the loss? But what I didn't expect was that this car was actually sold. Real or fake? Wu Gohua couldn't help but ask. Store manager, what did I lie to you about? It was sold by a new sales intern. The car owner has paid the money and is now going through the procedures. The other party said this. Wu Gohua immediately stood up and hurried over. And at the same time, in Zhang Wenwen's sales office, she sent the customer away with a smile on her face. In the end, the customer did not choose to buy a car and was still considering it. Zhang Wenwen knows that it is difficult to sell a BMW 7 Series. If you don't have a family with tens of millions, you really won't buy a $1 million luxury car. After all, cars depreciate. Nowadays, rich people invest in stores and houses, and few buy luxury cars. This is not Beijing, Shanghai and Guangzhou. Just at this moment, a sales consultant she knew very well ran over and said impatiently. Wenwen, Wenwen, where is your friend from? She asked excitedly. What's the origin? Who is it? Zhang Wenwen was a little curious. She didn't know who she was talking about. Is this the friend who came to buy a car from you today? The other party said this. Today? Oh, that's my classmate. What's wrong? Zhang Wenwen took a sip of tea and asked lightly. He bought a car, you know? Already paid for it? The other party said with excitement. Oh, that's pretty good. Zhang Wenwen was very calm, because she thought that even if Zhang Chen bought a car, it would probably cost around 300,000 yuan, right? Imported Audi? Or imported BMW? And although the commission goes to Xiaoyuan, the performance belongs to her, so there is no loss. Hey, Wenwen, don't tell me, you still don't know what car he bought, right? Seeing Zhang Wenwen's expression, the other party couldn't help but say this. What car? A BMW 5 Series. No, you want to be so exaggerated about a BMW 5 Series? Did you buy a 7 Series or a top-of-the-range A8? Or did you buy a Cayenne or Panamera? Zhang Wenwen was a little curious, because she knew this colleague and had been doing it for several years. If he sold a car worth 400,000 to 500,000 yuan, it wouldn't be like this. You were so busy, you don't even read the group chat? That friend of yours bought our store's treasure, the Lamborghini Hurricane. The other party said this, looking very excited. What? Zhang Wenwen stood up immediately, her beautiful face full of shock. Are you kidding me? Zhang Wenwen blurted out, and at the same time took out her mobile phone and looked at the company's group chat. Sure enough, the entire company group chat was talking about this matter. Rich. I'm so rich. I thought I couldn't sell it. It's more than 4 million. Almost 5 million. Tisk tisk. It seems that there are really many rich people in Nanchang City. To be honest, last month we sold a 911 GT. I thought it was our store's highest record this year, but I didn't expect it to be directly exceeded. Xiaoyuan, you are really awesome. You sold such a car just after you started working. If I just do the math, the commission will be at least 20,000 to 30,000 yuan. It's not just this commission. Didn't the store manager say it before? If it's sold, will the headquarters get an extra 1% commission? That's almost over 30,000, right? That adds up to 50,000 to 60,000. I heard that this is Sister Wenwen's friend. Sister Wenwen is very generous. Can you introduce such a customer to me, Sister Wenwen? Everyone inside the 4S store has gone crazy. Selling more than 4 million luxury cars can be said to be a collective glory and a big event. Normally, if a luxury car is sold for more than 1 million yuan, there will already be a few words of discussion, let alone a luxury car worth more than 4 million yuan? Hiss. Zhang Wenwen was no longer calm, more than 4 million. She was not shocked by anything else, but she was shocked. Why is Zhang Chen so rich all of a sudden? Where are they? Zhang Wenwen asked. It's in the VIP room. Wenwen, don't tell me, you didn't even know he would buy this car? The other party asked. However, Zhang Wenwen could only smile bitterly. She really didn't know, but at the same time, her prestige was shocked. When she lowered her head, she saw that she was from a group of classmates. Zhang Fan is full and has nothing to do, at her. Click to take a look. The content is as follows. Zhang Fan. At Zhang Wian, Wenwen, what kind of car did Zhang Chen buy? I'm very curious. Not just him, many classmates also asked. Zhang Wenwen smiled bitterly. She didn't know what these people were thinking. But after thinking about it, Zhang Wenwen still replied. Zhang Wenwen. Lamborghini Hurricane. As soon as he said this, many people immediately thought that Zhang Wenwen was joking about Zhang Chen, and all kinds of laughter appeared. Zhang Fan. Wenwen, don't be funny, he gong. Wenwen is also very good at joking. Shu Chen. I didn't expect Wenwen to be this funny. Yang Xiaomei. Why are you laughing? Maybe Zhang Chen actually bought it? Li Weiwa. At Yang Xiaomei, I know you have a good relationship with Zhang Chen, but this car will cost at least 4 million when it is launched, so don't make a fuss. Song Yan. At Zhang Chen, Boss Zhang, I bought a car. Can you take me for a ride tonight? I have never been in a sports car in my life. Most of the people in the group still laughed. However, Zhang Wenwen wanted to say something serious, but at this time, Zhang Chen appeared in the group chat. Zhang Chen. At Song Yan, okay, see you in the evening. Upon seeing these words, Zhang Wenwen instantly understood what Zhang Chen meant. Zhang Wenwen smiled and then set off to the VIP room. Honor 4S Store, VIP Interior. The general manager, also known as the store manager, came to the room. As the general manager of the 4S store, Wu Gohua also had some rich friends, but who would think that there are few such friends? So Wu Gohua came over personally to calculate prices and various discounts for Zhang Chen. In fact, Zhang Chen wasn't very interested in discounts and the like, he just looked at them. After all, what's the point of talking about tens of thousands of yuan in discounts? Instead, it wastes your own time. But after all, it has to be calculated. Wu Gohua still has some ability. Xiao Yuan said before that the total amount will be 4.2 million. But after Wu Gohua made various calculations, he helped Zhang Chen get an additional discount of 50,000 yuan. That is 4.15 million. This is Wu Gohua's limit. 50,000 yuan may not seem like much, but based on a monthly salary of 3,000 yuan, this is more than a year's salary. Manager Wu, as for the car, when can we drive it out? Mr. Zhang, the car is currently undergoing maintenance and cleaning after leaving the store. At the same time, we are helping you apply for a temporary license plate. After all, it is already past 6 o'clock. The tax bureau and vehicle management office are off work. It is estimated that you can drive out before 7 o'clock at the earliest. Wu Gohua said this. Zhang Chen nodded. Now that the vehicle management office and the tax bureau are closed, he will definitely not be able to pay the purchase tax. Without paying the purchase tax, he will not be able to get a license plate. But the only advantage is that he can get a temporary license plate, which is valid for 15 days. Thinking of this, Zhang Chen was very satisfied. And just then, a beautiful figure appeared. It's Zhang Wenwen. As soon as she walked in, Zhang Wenwen looked at Zhang Chen, her beautiful face was full of smiles. Boss Zhang, long time no see. Zhang Wenwen walked in, stretched out her hand to Zhang Chen very politely, and addressed her as boss. There was nothing presumptuous about it because she and Zhang Chen were classmates. What do you mean, boss? Just call me Zhang Chen. The smile on Zhang Chen's face was not hidden. This is a high school classmate, and he was also one of the class stars in the class. Now that they can meet like this, Zhang Chen can't be happy. Zhang Wenwen's height of 1.73 meters is definitely tall among women. She wears black professional clothes, which accentuates her figure. Unlike Ma Tian's business atmosphere, Zhang Wenwen still looks more relaxed. But it is undeniable that Ma Tian is a beauty, and Zhang Wenwen is also a beauty. Zhang Chen suddenly discovered that none of the girls he had been in contact with during this period looked bad. Is this the so-called money that brings luck? Mr. Zhang, what you said is that for someone who can afford a hurricane, how dare I call you that? Zhang Wenwen said with a smile. There was no mockery in her words, but a genuine compliment. At the same time, she picked up the teacup, make tea for Zhang Chen. Mr. Zhang, you guys talk first, I'll go and supervise the maintenance of the car wash. Wu Gohua stood up immediately. He knew that this was a reminiscence between Zhang Wenwen and Zhang Chen. When he stayed here, there was something not good. Okay. Zhang Chen nodded. Zhang Wenwen didn't say anything, she just made tea quietly. After finishing the tea, she immediately handed the first cup to Zhang Chen. Mr. Zhang, come and have a taste. Zhang Wenwen shouted. Mr. Zhang, one after another, and it was true that people were ecstatic. But Zhang Chen waved his hands and said with a smile. Stop it, we are all classmates, just call me brother Zhang. Zhang Chen took the teacup and said this, but Zhang Wenwen smiled. Mr. Zhang, business is business, and classmates are classmates. You come here to buy a car to give me face. There is no way I won't give you face. At work, Mr. Zhang can't escape. Zhang Wenwen really knows how to behave, and Zhang Chen can't help but praise her. Soon, Zhang Wenwen continued to ask, Mr. Zhang, where did you make a fortune recently? Everyone has a tendency to gossip, and since Zhang Wenwen is a woman, her tendency to gossip is even greater. She naturally wants to know where Zhang Chen made his fortune. Let's do some small business out there. Zhang Chen had already thought of a countermeasure. As for what kind of small business it was, he definitely wouldn't say more. As long as he wasn't a fool, he wouldn't keep asking. Indeed, after Zhang Wenwen heard this, She also understood that Zhang Chen didn't want to talk more about this matter, so she didn't ask any more questions. So next, Zhang Wenwen was talking about some precautions about this Lamborghini, and at the same time she was telling Zhang Chen some interesting things about her school days. It went like this until 6:40, when Zhang Chen's car was finally finished. When we came to the place where we picked up the car, it was already very grand. Flower baskets appeared one after another, with the words, "Congratulations" from various managers, on Zhang Chen's purchase of the car. After all, it's a luxury car worth almost 5 million. If it doesn't look a little more stylish, who would feel comfortable? There is a ceremony for picking up a car. At the Honor 4S store, almost all the employees were present. Wu Gohua opened champagne and fired various salutes, looking very happy. Zhang Chen stood in front of the Lamborghini and started taking pictures. "Congratulations, Mr. Zhang, on your Lamborghini." Soon, with the unanimous voice of many 4S store employees, the car pickup ceremony was basically over. It took more than 20 minutes. After everything was settled, Zhang Chen finally got into his beloved Lamborghini. Zhang Wenwen also sat in. We had agreed before that we would drive to the hotel together to attend a class reunion later. "Mr. Zhang, Sister Zhang, walk slowly." Xiaoyuan spoke with a face full of joy. "You must know that the commission for this car is hers." Naturally, Xiaoyuan was very happy, and Zhang Wenwen was not unhappy either, because the performance was hers. It can be said that Zhang Chen's car is directly scheduled to become the best-selling car this year. After all, her sales skills are very strong, plus a car like this is guaranteed. The various rewards are definitely not much different, so it doesn't matter. Okay, bye. Zhang Chen sat in the Lamborghini. After adjusting his seat, he turned on the Lamborghini's patented start button. A button press imitating a nuclear bomb button. Boom. Buzz. Boom boom boom. The roar of the sports car engine was like the roar of a ferocious bull. Many people present saw this scene, taking photos and posting on WeChat moments. Finally, as Zhang Chen stepped on the accelerator, the white Lamborghini Hurricane disappeared from everyone's sight with a swish. Wu Gohua stood there, watching all this with envy, then took out his mobile phone and uploaded the photo to Moments. "Congratulations to Mr. Zhang on the Lamborghini Hurricane. Honor 4S store, one of the top 4S stores in Nanchang City." On the street, a white convertible Lamborghini was speeding. Zhang Chen was on the expressway, and there were not many vehicles, so the minimum speed was 80 yards. At the fastest speed, Zhang Chen drove to 120 yards on a straight road. The roar of the engine really makes your blood boil. To be honest, although the sports car is not as comfortable to sit in as the commercial car, the control feeling, the speed, and the beast-like roar of the engine gave Zhang Chen an indescribable feeling. What's more, as soon as the speed slows down, the co-pilots of several cars around him start taking pictures. Call. As the traffic flow gradually increased, Zhang Chen's speed slowed down and remained at about 60 yards. After all, safety came first. To be honest, he was not a speedster, nor did he have such good driving skills. A car like a Lamborghini is definitely not an ordinary car. The best car Zhang Chen ever drove was a Porsche Cayenne, which he drove for a client. It's also very powerful, but a car like the Lamborghini is even more powerful. Don't just step on the accelerator, just half step on the accelerator, and the speed will be as fast as flying. To be honest, if you have never driven a Lamborghini, you will definitely have an accident if you drive an ordinary car on the road. Problems will only occur because the performance is too good. Zhang Chen maintained an average speed, and soon an Audi flew past him at a very fast speed, at least 100 yards. Call out. Soon a BMW convertible passed by quickly. Obviously, these people saw the luxury car and wanted to compete for speed. Zhang Chen, who had just calmed down, saw this situation and immediately stopped talking and stepped on the accelerator slightly. Boom! The roar of the sports car sounded again, and it soared 120 yards in an instant. The push on the back was extremely terrifying. Even Zhang Chen felt a strong push on the back. In less than 10 seconds, Zhang Chen directly passed the two cars, and there was no car in front of him. Zhang Chen drove at this speed for several minutes, passing the two cars behind him. Call. After exhaling and slowing down, Zhang Chen felt both excited and completely relaxed. "Are you feeling good?" At this moment, Zhang Wenwen's voice sounded. Zhang Chen immediately recalled that there was someone in his car. Ha ha ha. Zhang Chen sneered and glanced at Zhang Wenwen. It can be said that the few accelerations just now made Zhang Wenwen scared. However, due to professional reasons, Zhang Wenwen couldn't show too much fuss, so she could only keep it closed. Eyes endured. Now that Zhang Chen's speed had slowed down, Zhang Wenwen asked with a bit of resentment. You men are all like this. You don't care about safety when driving, Zhang Wenwen said resentfully, and then couldn't help but said. But today I finally understand why so many rich second generations like to buy sports cars. This power is indeed good, pushback better than any car I've ever been in. Zhang Wenwen had to praise the performance of Lamborghini. This is indeed good. Soon after getting off the expressway, we entered the city. It was already 7 o'clock and it was still the evening rush hour. The road ahead looked extremely crowded. However, with the sound of Lamborghini's motor, it attracted many eyes in an instant. Pedestrians on the street cast their gazes one after another. Zhang Chen is a roadster that can feel everything outside. A pair of eyes looked directly at him, making Zhang Chen feel a little embarrassed but also a little happy. Not only that, Zhang Chen obviously found that on such a crowded road, there was no car behind him. To be more precise, there was at least a large empty space, enough to fit an SUV. It stands to reason that when encountering this kind of situation, there would be people on the left and right coming to get in, but this time there was no one. At the same time, when the car was stopped at a red light, there was an Audi Q5 on the right. The owner of the car rolled down the window. He was a middle-aged man wearing a gold necklace. He couldn't help but be amazed when he looked at Zhang Chen's car. Then he looked at Zhang Chen and asked, "Road. Brother, how much does this car cost?" "It's not expensive, just over 400. Zhang Chen answered with a chuckle, not very pretentious at all. "Damn it. It's a little over 400 and it's not expensive. Brother, you're rich. You're awesome. You've learned a lot," the other party exclaimed, while looking straight at the sports car. Even in his eyes, Zhang Wenwen wasn't worth anything. Carry. Sure enough, regardless of needs, men still love cars. At the same time, Zhang Chen also heard the sound of a BYD car on the left. The other party's window was not closed, and Zhang Chen heard the words of a couple in the car. "Husband, what kind of car is this?" F*K, Lamborghini. "What kind of car is it? It looks very beautiful. How about we work hard and buy this car?" "Silly wife, this is a Lamborghini, a super sports car. This car costs at least 5 to 6 million, right?" 5 to 6 million? Hiss. Then I have to take a photo quickly? Okay. Take a good photo and I'll post it on moments later. The couple's conversation made Zhang Chen feel a little happy, but soon the red light ended. Zhang Chen drove his Lamborghini and left, but he didn't drive very fast, leaving some time for the couple to take photos. It was almost done, so he stepped on the accelerator and disappeared from here. And just like that, at 7:20, Zhang Chen saw the sign of Laiwan Hotel. Seeing the logo of Laiwan Hotel, Zhang Chen couldn't help but smile, while Zhang Wenwen smiled and said, "Mr. Zhang is looking forward to the class reunion later, isn't he?" Zhang Wenwen is not a fool and knows what men like most, so she joked like this. "That's for sure. Who doesn't like this kind of party, especially after you become rich?" Zhang Chen said bluntly, while looking at Zhang Wenwen and said, "You seem to be running out of lipstick, do you need to refill it?" As soon as she said this, Zhang Wenwen quickly looked in the mirror. She had already opened her bag and was about to touch up her makeup. But when she looked in the mirror, she realized that there was nothing wrong at all. She immediately understood that Zhang Chen was joking with her. "Ha ha ha ha." Zhang Chen laughed, while Zhang Wenwen couldn't help laughing and scolding. "Brother Chen, you are so bad." "Bad? Men are not bad, but women are not loving. Wenwen, do you think I am handsome or not?" Zhang Chen joked like this. And Zhang Wenwen immediately nodded and said, Shui, to be honest, I was quite handsome when I was in middle school. It's a pity that everyone was busy studying at that time, and the management was strict, otherwise, I might not be able to tell the truth. We might have something else going on." Zhang Wenwen's words were both complimentary and kind-hearted. And Zhang Chen immediately smiled and said, "Actually, something can happen now." As soon as she said this, Zhang Wenwen couldn't help but blush and said, "Go, go, go." Ha 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 ha. It felt really good to tease a beautiful woman. Zhang Chen controlled his speed and quickly arrived at the entrance of Laiwan Hotel. And at the same time, At the entrance of Levan Hotel, 7 or 8 people have gathered here. There were men and women, and everyone had a smile on their face. These people are Zhang Chen's high school classmates. There was a man at the head, wearing a tuxedo, who looked very polite, especially with his gold-rimmed eyes, which gave him a highly educated air and full of confidence. I said, "What kind of car do you think Zhang Chen will drive over later?" At this moment, a thin man, "This is Zhang Fan," said this. "At most I drive a BMW. I guess I borrowed it from my boss. He is a salesman. I have known him since I was a friend. I came here just to show off." Someone spoke and said this. "Oh, actually it's also my fault in this society. If you don't organize your class reunion, you will feel that you will be looked down upon by others." That's not what you're saying. The purpose of a class reunion is for everyone to be happy. Why do you have to pretend to be so vain? Isn't that right, Monitor Shu? Some people lamented, but others immediately boasted. Shu Chen nodded, smiled and said, "Actually, it's just a gathering for everyone. There's no need to make it too fancy. It's a class reunion, where everyone has fun together, compares, etc. It's not interesting." Shu Chen chuckled, then stretched out his hand to stretch his muscles, and inadvertently showed the Rolex watch in his hand. Many people have noticed this Rolex. After all, it is a global luxury brand and a watch that men want to own. It is naturally different. But at this moment, suddenly, boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. A strange roar sounded, and for a moment, everyone's eyes followed the sound. "Is it a motorcycle gang?" Zhang Fan asked subconsciously. But soon, a white Lamborghini appeared in front of everyone. Boom. 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 The low roar, like the roar of a bull, makes people's blood boil. The white paint shows nobility and elegance. The sharp-edged car model and the perfect cut surface like a piano attract the attention of everyone present. Hiss. Lamborghini. Supercar. Mad, I finally saw a Lamborghini in Nanchang City. Is this a supercar? Mom, this car is so handsome and cool. Wow, this car is really good looking. Dad, what kind of car is this? There were sounds one after another, and everyone who came here to eat turned their attention to Zhang Chen's Lamborghini Hurricane. Children ranging from 4 or 5 years old to middle-aged men in their 40s or 50s were all staring at the Hurricane, their eyes filled with envy, passion, jealousy, and desire. What kind of car is this? Zhang Fan didn't understand very well, so he stood on tiptoes and asked. The cheapest Lamborghini Hurricane costs more than 4 million. Including purchase tax and the like, it's almost 5 million. Shu Chen said. He was very interested in this kind of luxury car because he almost wanted to buy it. But to be honest, my family would never agree to buying a car worth 5 million, even if I am quite talented. After all, the annual income is more than 8 million, and the relationship expenses will cost 2 to 3 million. The extravagant expenses of his family are 1 to 2 million a year, and he still needs to save some money, and he needs to set aside funds for business. To put it simply, I can't afford it, but if I can't afford it, it doesn't stop Shu Chen from watching it. He currently drives a Porsche Panamera, which costs 1.3 million, but this Panamera is nothing compared to this Lamborghini. However, just when everyone was staring at this Lamborghini, suddenly, the car stopped in front of them. Several doormen came over, and the manager in the lobby came out on his own initiative. Immediately afterwards, a scene appeared that Shu Chen and others would never forget. The appearance of the white Lamborghini became the focus of the scene. Soon after the door was opened, Shu Chen and others were shocked. Because of the main driving position, the person who stepped out was Zhang Chen. Damn it, isn't this Zhang Chen? Zhang Fan screamed immediately. Zhang Chen? It looks a bit similar, doesn't it? He Gong also spoke. It's impossible, right? Are you seeing it wrong? Don't tell me, it's really similar. Li Zuo and others were talking a lot. However, after Zhang Wenwen got out of the car, everyone was convinced at this moment. Isn't this Zhang Wenwen? This is really Zhang Wenwen. Zhang Chen said he went to Zhang Wenwen to buy a car. Is it possible that he really bought this car? Could it be that Zhang Chen shamelessly went to Zhang Wenwen for help and then rented it? Seeing Zhang Wenwen get out of the car, everyone subconsciously thought that this was really Zhang Chen's car. However, after Zhang Fan said this, it became a little thought-provoking. You guys are so upset. What do you mean rented? Why don't you go rent it and take a look? I'm not bragging. The price of renting a sports car is at least 4 or 5,000, right? 4,000 or 5,000 is okay. The most important thing is it's a deposit, and take a closer look at how new this car is. In the crowd, a girl spoke up. She didn't feel jealous or envious at all. Instead, she spoke up for Zhang Chen. Indeed, she was right. The car was very new. Generally, even if you rent a car, you would never be able to rent such a new one. The deposit does cost a lot of money, and the rent is expensive, but I can't stop Zhang Chen from being so shameless towards Zhang Wenwen. Anyway, I don't believe it. This car belongs to Zhang Chen. Zhang Fan gritted his teeth, he just didn't believe it. In fact, this phenomenon is very normal. Generally speaking, friends who are not very familiar with each other but can be regarded as acquaintances and know some details at the same time. If such friends know that so-and-so has become rich, their first reaction is, it is impossible, absolutely impossible, and they deny others. Think yourself awesome. Very common phenomenon. The abbreviation is pink eye. Xu Chen and He Gong were relatively silent, while others were also relatively silent watching all this. But what we know is that no matter what, everyone's limelight is suppressed by Zhang Chen. Unless it can be proven, Zhang Chen's car was rented. Zhang Chen. Long time no see. Among the crowd, Yang Xiaomei walked over immediately and even hugged Zhang Chen generously. Yang Xiaomei was Zhang Chen's classmate in high school and was also a very good friend of Zhang Chen. Now that they were reunited after 7 or 8 years, Zhang Chen naturally hugged each other warmly. Sister Xiaomei, I haven't seen you for many years, you are getting more and more beautiful, Zhang Chen said with a smile. You too, you are getting more and more handsome, and you are so rich now. To be honest, I really regret not chasing you when I was in school. If I had chased you, maybe I would be a rich wife now. Yang Xiaomei was also a person of temperament and spoke openly. At the same time, she glanced at Xu Chen and others and asked directly. By the way, Zhang Chen, how much does your car cost? When did you buy it? Yang Xiaomei asked directly, very generously. It's not expensive. It's around 4 million. If you include the purchase tax, it's almost 5 million. Zhang Chen came to our store to buy it today. The temporary license plate is hanging there. At this moment, Zhang Wenwen came up, hugged Yang Xiaomei warmly, and then spoke out very carefully. Zhang Wenwen said it so convincingly, and now everyone basically believed it. That's not right. My friend said that he is indeed working part-time. He is still a salesman. How did he suddenly transform into a big boss? Someone muttered. The voice was relatively low. Whether it's true or not is very simple. This car looks like a new car at first glance. I have a buddy who also works in a 4S shop. Just ask. Song Yan spoke, then immediately took out his cell phone and asked his friends. Elsewhere, the lobby manager of Laiwan Hotel came over in person. He immediately saw Zhang Chen, handed over a business card and said with a smile. This gentleman, my surname is Liu. My name is Liu Ming. And he is from Laiwan Hotel. Lobby manager, do you have an appointment? The other party was extremely humble. Those who are here for dinner have already made a reservation. Zhang Chen took the business card, then looked at Xu Chen and others, with a smile on his face and said, Hey, are you all here? Haha, they're all here, yeah. Everyone greeted Zhang Chen one after another, and even Xu Chen smiled, but it was unclear how much of these smiles were genuine. Okay, sir, if you have any needs, you can contact me directly. Liu Ming opened his mouth and knew how to do things. Zhang Chen nodded and threw the key to the doorman, asking the latter to park the car. Then Zhang Chen walked towards Xu Chen. At the same time, Song Yan asked his friends and quickly got the information. Then Song Yan's expression changed and he lowered his voice. My friend said that the Hurricane in the Honor 4S store was really sold. The buyer was very young, and his name was Zhang Chen. Damn it, this is true. As Song Yan lowered his voice and said this, everyone was dumbfounded. Especially He Gong and Zhang Fan, they felt like they were slapped in the face. Several other people quickly walked over and surrounded Zhang Chen with smiles on their faces. Hey, Boss Zhang is here. Mr. Zhang, long time no see. Holy shit, Zhang Chen, you drive such an awesome car. Awesome. The people who were originally surrounding Xu Chen suddenly surrounded Zhang Chen. This made Xu Chen, who organized this class reunion, look very ugly. Grand Hotel Levant. Inside the Wealth Hall, At this class reunion, only about 30 people came. On the dinner table, dishes were placed one after another, but everyone was still talking endlessly and did not want to pick up the dishes for dinner. I said, Zhang Chen is the best in our class right now, right? That's for sure. They all bought Lamborghinis. Lamborghini, I can only see it in novels. Zhang Chen, no, brother Zhang, can you let me sit down later? The entire conversation at the dinner table revolved around Zhang Chen's Lamborghini. Lamborghini, who in general has a car like this? On the other hand, Xu Chen and others, from being high-spirited in the group to now at the gathering, didn't say a word. Except for a few people who smiled, everyone else surrounded Zhang Chen. I said, Zhang Chen, what business are you doing recently? At the dinner table, someone looked at Zhang Chen and asked. Some small business. Zhang Chen answered simply. Small business? What kind of small business? Brother Zhang, if there is any way to get rich, please show me. Yes, brother Zhang, if there is any way to get rich, bring a group of classmates. Everyone asked, not because of ridicule, but because they were really curious and wanted to know what kind of business Zhang Chen was in. Internet IT industry. Zhang Chen mentioned an industry casually, and it is a new industry. To be honest, how many people present understand it? But when it comes to IT, these people instantly feel superior. Niucha, come on, brother Zhang, I'll give you a toast. I didn't expect it. We fought together back then. Now, brother Zhang, you are doing so well, it's really enviable. Yes, well, why didn't I chase Zhang Chen back then? It seems like a pity now. At the class reunion, everyone was talking. Some people envied Zhang Chen for making money, some praised Zhang Chen, and some female classmates even bluntly asked why they didn't pursue Zhang Chen in the first place. This is money ability. Soon everyone was talking and laughing. When I was almost drunk, I started to complain all kinds of things, such as shit being unpalatable, money being hard to make, so-and-so being a good fighter in the past, but now in jail, so-and-so has become rich, and so-and-so has disappeared. There is also a female classmate who looked pretty good at the time, but now works as a cashier in the county. All in all, 7 or 8 years have passed, and many things have happened. Zhang Chen listened carefully and was filled with emotion. It's just a meal, and it should take at least an hour or two to eat, especially if it's a class reunion. But halfway through the meal, Xu Chen and others said they were going back. It was obvious that they were too overwhelmed by the limelight of Zhang Chen, and the whole topic revolved around Zhang Chen. How can you be willing to stay with people like them? How about opening a factory with 8 million a year and returning a master's degree from overseas? Compared with Zhang Chen, it's really incomparable. As soon as the gang left, Yang Xiaomei spoke directly. When you come to a class reunion, you just want to dress up. These people are also funny. Zhang Chen, you can take a good breath this time. These people are in the group and they know how to dress up every day. This is not a class reunion. After seeing the person leave, Yang Xiaomei simply spoke directly. The words are rough and the reasoning is not rough. Zhang Chen smiled. Once the gang left, he felt more at ease. Everyone was eating and drinking, but Zhang Chen didn't drink. After all, he had to drive later. Drunk driving is a bad behavior. But I have to say that today's meal was really enjoyable. The whole class, whether they like it or not, must praise themselves. Eat and drink enough. It was already 10 o'clock in the evening. I was supposed to go to sing, but it was too late. Many female students still had to go back, otherwise their husbands would definitely be angry. So this party ends here, at the entrance of Levan Hotel. Those who drive, those who take taxis, and everyone casually makes an appointment to get together next time when they are free. Sister May, do you want me to take you back? Zhang Chen asked. Yang Xiaomei drank some wine, shook her head and said, No, I'll go back directly. Don't let my husband see it and get jealous. Besides, Wenwen is still here, and you two are single, so I will no more blind participation. Yang Xiaomei was generous. Zhang Chen nodded. The two parties added their phone numbers and then left. When it was almost done, Zhang Chen drove the car, and Zhang Wenwen naturally sat in the passenger seat. Call. Taking out a pack of cigarettes, Zhang Chen exhaled, and then lit a cigarette. The meal was quite good, at least it was quite refreshing, but he had to sigh with emotion after hearing so many stories at the dinner table. What is Mr. Zhang feeling about? Zhang Wenwen smiled. She was not disgusted with the smell of cigarette smoke, so she didn't care. I lament that in this society, if you don't have money, you are a bastard. Zhang Chen chuckled, and then drove the white hurricane to Zhang Wenwen's house. She had already started to navigate. Yes, in this society, if you don't have money, you are a bastard, but Mr. Zhang is different now. He is a rich man and is high-spirited. Zhang Wenwen also nodded, because what Zhang Chen said is absolutely right. I'm a very rich man, so I can only live hand to mouth, Zhang Chen chuckled. And Zhang Wenwen was speechless. I said, Mr. Zhang, can you stop pretending like this? It's boring. Zhang Wenwen was speechless. Zhang Chen said he was barely getting by, but what about the others? Just living an ignoble existence. Ha 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 ha. Zhang Chen laughed loudly. 20 minutes later. As the roar came, Zhang Chen sent Zhang Wenwen to the gate of the community. Want to go upstairs and sit for a while? Zhang Wenwen asked. This sentence was both polite and an inquiry. Going to your house? Zhang Chen asked. Otherwise, where to go? Zhang Wenwen replied. However, the next moment, Zhang Chen looked at the 7 Days Hotel in the distance, and Zhang Wenwen understood what he meant. Why do you men think so much about this? You are so evil. Zhang Wenwen laughed and cursed, and Zhang Chen smiled and said, Okay, go back and rest early, see you next time. Okay. Zhang Wenwen nodded and then walked towards the community, while Zhang Chen drove away after seeing Zhang Wenwen enter the community. To be honest, he didn't mean it at all, it was just a joke. Just like that, another half-hour later, Lakeside Hotel. A white Lamborghini appeared at the door. Lakeside Hotel. Zhang Chen parked the Hurricane at the gate, and all the reception ladies at the hotel entrance looked at the car. The girls here are not ordinary people. They are all very discerning and can tell what kind of car Zhang Chen's car is at a glance. Lamborghini. This is the new model of Hurricane. This car looks great. Last time, a customer drove a car like this, but it wasn't as good looking as this one. That's for sure. This is a new model, and white is my favorite, so handsome. Wow. The owner of the car is also very handsome. If only I could have a boyfriend like this. No, let alone a boyfriend, I'm happy even if I'm a P friend. Wow, do you want to be so exaggerated? My friend P is also willing to do it? What's the big deal? This guy looks pretty good, and he's quite young. He's much better than those middle-aged men. The receptionist was talking a lot, but at this moment, Ma Tian walked over from the lobby. She saw the Lamborghini at a glance, and then she saw Zhang Chen, and she couldn't help but be surprised. Zhang Chen still took the hotel car in the morning, and drove a Lamborghini when he came back in the evening. What a rich second generation. Ma Tian can only think that Zhang Chen is a rich second generation, otherwise, he wouldn't be so rich, right? But soon, Ma Tian walked over, looked at Zhang Chen, and said with a smile on his face, Mr. Zhang, your clothes have arrived. Do you want me to arrange them now and send them to your room? Ma Tian smiled. Okay. Zhang Chen nodded, then threw the key to the doorman and took out 500 yuan as a tip. 500 yuan is not much, but for a parking doorman, it is definitely a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The other party was extremely excited, and then happily went to help Zhang Chen park the car. Zhang Chen walked towards the elevator entrance, followed by Ma Tian. After the two people left, the welcoming lady began to talk nonsense. Sister Ma is still amazing. She is beautiful and can tell people rightly. She knows he is a rich man. Yes, if I had Sister Ma's ability to judge people with such accuracy, I might have become rich. Stop talking. You don't want to look at Sister Ma's beauty. She is the most beautiful woman in our Binhu hotel. It is said that Sister Ma was also the school beauty before. Even if you have such vision, you can't do it without this beauty. They talked a lot. The presidential suite is in an exclusive elevator. A faint fragrance penetrated Zhang Chen's nose. This was the fragrance of Ma Tian. It was not a strong fragrance, but a fragrance that smelled very light and made people feel at ease. Did Mr. Zhang go out to get the car today? Ma Tian asked proactively, with a smile on his face. Well, I just bought a car today, Zhang Chen said directly. Hiss. There was a look of surprise in Ma Tian's eyes. She thought Zhang Chen went home to pick up the car, but she didn't expect that he bought it directly today. This is really rich. Of course, what Ma Tian thought was that Zhang Chen also owned many luxury cars. Okay, Mr. Zhang, the things have been delivered to you. If you need anything, you can contact us at any time. Ma Tian is still hinting crazy. Zhang Chen smiled and nodded, then entered the room. And Ma Tian left here without any nonsense. It's not that Zhang Chen is straight, or that he doesn't understand what he means. But Zhang Chen doesn't like to come directly, because Zhang Chen likes to be passive, and Zhang Chen also likes process. If you come directly, it is better to go to Arben, where you can grab a lot of beautiful girls, and as long as you have money, you can do anything, or go to Pattaya, a man's paradise. But Zhang Chen doesn't like it, he just likes this tone. Desire leads to indulgence, you come and I go. Ma Tian is good looking, both in appearance and figure, she is definitely top-notch, but Zhang Chen likes to take his time. At the same time, I did drive for a day today. Driving a sports car was indeed tiring. He wanted to take a good rest, but he didn't have the intention. In the room, Zhang Chen immediately took a shower, then lay on the bed and turned on the system. I bought a car today and spent 4 million, including insurance, so I received 400 points. It's time to have a lottery. The system requires that 100 points will be used to draw a prize. Zhang Chen is naturally very excited. System. I want to draw a lottery. Ding dong. It is detected that the host has 420.5 points and can participate in 4 bronze draws. Do you want to choose the draw? Yes. Zhang Chen understands that 100 points can draw a bronze reward, 1000 points can draw a silver reward, 10,000 points can draw a gold reward, and so on. Soon, a big roulette wheel appeared in my mind. There were hundreds of options on the big roulette wheel, and there were all kinds of things. Soon the wheel spins. The first reward appears immediately. The pointer landed on something that looked like a pill. Ding! Congratulations to the host for receiving the bronze reward, body-shaping pill. Item. Slimming pills. Efficacy. After taking it, you only need to go to the gym and do simple exercises. After a week, you will have a perfect golden figure, with mermaid lines, male dog waist, unicorn arms, and handles of love. This stuff is good. To be honest, Zhang Chen feels that he is a little chubby, but with this pill, he is in good shape. Zhang Chen was very satisfied with the first lottery draw. Second draw soon. Ding! Congratulations to the host for drawing the bronze reward, whitening cream. Item. Whitening cream. Efficacy. Evenly applied on the body, it can permanently make the skin of the body and face delicate and white, and improve the appearance. Damn it, this thing works too. Zhang Chen just feels that his skin is darker. Although it is said that men don't need to be too white, but they shouldn't be too dark, right? Yes, yes. Zhang Chen is very satisfied with both of these things. The third lottery draw started, and Zhang Chen was looking forward to it very much. The pointer landed on a facial mask. Ding! Congratulations to the host for drawing a bronze reward and a facial mask. Item. Pinch face mask. Efficacy. If you stick it on your face, you can pinch your face systematically and readjust it. With sharp eyebrows and starry eyes and perfect facial features, you can become a handsome guy in a second. If you want to be masculine, you will be masculine. If you want to be feminine, you will be feminine. If you want to be feminine, you will be feminine. If you want to be handsome, you will be handsome. Cattle fork. With this facial mask, wouldn't he become a handsome guy? Zhang Chen doesn't like the kind of girl who is too girly, but he definitely needs to be sunny and handsome, the kind that looks particularly good when he smiles. To be honest, appearance is very important. As long as they are not outright money worshippers, many girls still control appearance. In other words, some very beautiful young ladies are definitely good at appearance. You must know that many beautiful girls have definitely good family backgrounds. Finally, the fourth draw, as the big wheel spins. The pointer landed on a shiny card with a shark on it. The 3 things I smoked earlier are pretty good. The 4th thing stayed on a card with a shark icon printed on it. Ding! Congratulations to the host for receiving a bronze reward and a 10 million Dusha live streaming consumption rebate card. Item. Dusha live consumption rebate card. Function. There is a quota of 10 million, and the host can directly recharge the shark fin worth 10 million. If the host uses it all within 1 day, he can get 10 million cash rebates. Note. This expenditure does not count towards points. Rebate card? Spend 10 million and give yourself 10 million as a gift? Do you want it to be this good? After the 4 draws, Zhang Chen was satisfied. He thought he would definitely get some rubbish in the bronze draw, but now it seems that he was overthinking it. Everything I picked up was good stuff. It was now 11 o'clock in the evening. Zhang Chen was lying on the huge soft bed, and then directly called the system to take out the whitening cream, facial mask, and body shaping pills. First apply the whitening cream all over the body, then apply the mask, and then Zhang Chen adjusts it. There is no need to be feminine and handsome. Zhang Chen's final choice is similar to Wu Yifan, but more masculine than Wu Yifan. Although countless people on the internet are criticizing Wu Yifan, they are all criticizing Big Bowl Noodles. How many people are criticizing Wu Yifan's appearance? Because to be honest, Wu Yifan is definitely handsome. Regardless of his character and strength, this is the kind of appearance Zhang Chen wants. Of course Zhang Chen is not as stupid as Wu Yifan, but he is using a metaphor. After pinching his face and applying the whitening cream, Zhang Chen took a shower, then stood in front of the mirror and looked at himself carefully. He is handsome, with regular facial features, sharp eyebrows and starry eyes. He looks very noble, with double eyelids and an oval face. Especially on the skin on his face. No blackheads can be seen at all, and the pores are as white as snow. This is still without makeup. And her skin color is snow white, not that pale, but truly white and rosy, with collagen all over her face, and her skin quality is so good. Handsome. Nah. He's really handsome, a cool explosion. Zhang Chen is overjoyed. Now he is rich and handsome. He is simply a winner in life. There are also body shaping pills. Zhang Chen quickly remembered this thing and took out the body shaping pills immediately. Without saying a word, he swallowed it on the spot. The taste of the body shaping pills was just average. After swallowing it, Zhang Chen started exercising. Simple running back and forth, plus some basic push-ups and leapfrogs. About an hour later, Zhang Chen compared it and found that there were indeed obvious changes. At least the fat belly had completely disappeared. Although there are no mermaid lines, male dog waist, unicorn arms, or love handles, according to the system, as long as you go to the gym and exercise for an hour, you will be able to have these things in a week. So Zhang Chen is not worried. It's 12 o'clock at night. After the exercise, Zhang Chen went to take a bath again. It can be said that today was the most times he took a bath, and he was more diligent than women. And this time when I took a shower, layers of black dirt appeared. This is the dirt in the body, and all the garbage on the surface of the skin was expelled, which is good for the body. It would be nice if I could grow taller, Zhang Chen's heart. Then he lay on the bed, took out his mobile phone, and downloaded a live broadcast of shark fighting. To be honest, Zhang Chen also knows that Dusha Live is the #1 live broadcast platform in China, and it is also the first company to be listed on the live broadcast platform. Zhang Chen used to watch live broadcasts when he had nothing to do, but he did so in a civilized manner and would never post comments or offer gifts. To be honest, even if he has money now, Zhang Chen would never give up hundreds of thousands or millions of rewards. There is no such consumption value. But it's different now. The system will give you 10 million, and you'll get another 10 million as a rebate when you spend it all, so there's no problem. No gray, no flowers. The hotel's Wi-Fi signal is very strong, and the download is completed in the blink of an eye. After the download was completed, Zhang Chen started to register an account. He had not registered an account before watching the live broadcast, so he registered again. ID words. Zhang Chen thought for a while and then typed. Open black lens bracket Zhang Xiaoshe close black lens bracket. After completing the input, Zhang Chen directly called the system to top up money without saying a word. Ding. Do you want to use a rebate card? Yes. Ding. The 10 million shark fins have been recharged successfully. Please finish the consumption within 24 hours. After the consumption is completed, you can get 10 million cash rebates. As the system prompt sounds. Sure enough, the number of shark fins changed from 0 to 11. At the same time, a lot of information appeared, and the most important one was that because it was the recharge event time, an extra 10% would be given as a bonus no matter how much you recharge, so Zhang Chen would get an extra 1 million as a bonus if he recharged 10 million. And at the same time, at this moment, Dusha headquarters. It's 12 o'clock now. Perhaps for most people, it's late at night and it's time to go to sleep. But for the live broadcast industry, 12 o'clock in the evening is the most lively time, especially during this time. The annual celebration PK competition is about to start. This competition is a feast for both the Dusha platform and Dusha anchors. Therefore, many people at the Dusha headquarters are working overtime, basically working 3 shifts with 24 hours of rest, just to avoid any accidents during this feast. At the same time, a piece of news came from the technical department. Damn it, Minister, someone is trying to charge 10 million. This voice sounded, and in an instant the entire technical department, including the operations department and people working overtime in other departments, were all shocked. 10 million? That studio is so generous. Studio? It's impossible. The celebration hasn't started yet. How can it be possible to recharge 10 million? If you recharge now, there will be no internal rebates. Did the studio employee make a mistake? Did he recharge in advance? Everyone was shocked. You must know that it is not during the grand ceremony. If you recharge, it will be a normal recharge. Only when the celebration begins, there will be internal recharge. At that time, it was normal to recharge up to 30 million. It was all data anyway, not real money. It's not a studio. This account is not a studio. This is the account you just registered. It's a new visitor account. The technician said so. As soon as he said this, the entire technical department fell completely silent. Are you sure? The head of the technical department swallowed and asked. If he is really a tourist and not a guild account, it means that this person is a rare and powerful person. Okay, this is a new account, the other party said firmly. Then quickly add it to the whitelist, and then grant various permissions, quick, quick, quick. With such an awesome person coming, naturally the minister responsible for operations and technology will definitely keep a close eye on him. The meaning of being included in the whitelist is very simple, that is, no one can kick Zhang Chen, because some idiot anchors, in order to show off, have done a lot of shabby behavior, and some rich people have been pissed off. Therefore, a whitelist emerged. Except for ministerial level administrators, no one has the right to impose restrictions in all aspects. And at the same time, at 12:20 p.m., in the presidential suite of Binhu Hotel. After recharging, Zhang Chen was searching for a target. Soon Zhang Chen saw a target. I know a little about this anchor Zhang Chen. She is a female anchor who specializes in cuz. His appearance can definitely be rated 90%, and his popularity is also very high. The popularity remains above 1 million, and the actual number is almost 200,000 to 300,000. For a new female anchor, this kind of data is already very good. You must know that in the entire Dusha Shark game, under normal circumstances, the number 1 anchor will only have 2 million online users, and it must be during prime time. Unless it's a super celebration or a super show, otherwise, the 2 million limit will apply. 5 million, 10 million, 50 million, anyone with any brain would know that it is fake. What is the concept of 1 million? To put it bluntly, if everyone in the cuckoo group of 500 people spoke, it would be maxed out, let alone a million people? Therefore, with a real online population of 20,000 to 300,000, he is already considered a very good anchor. Zhang Chen clicked to enter the live broadcast room. Then I heard the female anchor cosplaying a bunny girl. Very beautiful. Really beautiful. Apart from the lack of money in terms of temperament, Zhang Chen can already be given a 90% rating just for looks and figure. At this moment, there are a lot of barrages. Who can withstand this? Please, there really isn't a drop left. My group is the most beautiful. Biao Niang. Really Niu Niang. Typing with both hands shows integrity. No more picking, just fight here. Brother, what's wrong with you? Why did you vomit again? The entire barrage is simply filthy, but I have to say that this asterisk is really good looking. Thank you all for your support. Take advantage of the free gifts. New friends also pay attention. Seeing that the live broadcast effect was good, asterisk immediately shouted, and the number of followers suddenly increased by 4 to 500. At the same time, Zhang Chen opened a super emperor without saying anything. This is nobility, not a reward, but a privilege of status. To put it bluntly, when you enter the live broadcast room, there will be various special effects to let people know that you are a wealthy person. It's not expensive either, 180,000 a month. Zhang Chen directly clicks to activate. In an instant, 180,000 shark fins were deducted, and then a huge banner appeared in the room. Congratulations to Zhang Xiaoxie for becoming the super emperor of shark fighting platform. Come to ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Thank you Shark Fighting viewer Zhang Xiaoshe for opening the Super Emperor in this live broadcast room. Thank you very much. Both messages were automatically popped up in the live broadcast room by the official. The first one is for all platforms, that is, such a prompt appears in every live broadcast room. The second one is for a separate platform. Soon a huge crown appeared in the live broadcast room, with golden special effects sparkling. The barrage in the entire live broadcast room exploded. Atmosphere. The boss is awesome. 666. The boss is awesome. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. Damn it. Have you opened up the Emperor? Great. Asterisk asterisk. Why don't you quickly perform a dance for the Emperor? The boss is awesome. The entire barrage is to enhance the boss's atmosphere. After all, it takes 180,000 to create an Emperor. Seriously, a white-collar worker in Beijing, Shanghai and Guangzhou earns 10,000 yuan a month, right? 180,000 to open an Emperor is equivalent to a year-and-a-half salary for a white-collar worker in Beijing, Shanghai and Guangzhou. Perhaps in front of super anchors, an Emperor is nothing, but for a new anchor like asterisk asterisk, it is pretty good. Thank you, brother Zhang Xiaoshe, for being the Emperor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Asterisk asterisk stood up, bowed to Zhang Chen, and then everyone began to watch the game in a civilized manner. Call me husband. Zhang Chen typed directly. He knew this asterisk asterisk and liked to call the audience wife. But Zhang Chen was very domineering and asked asterisk asterisk to call him husband. After typing at the same time, Zhang Chen directly clicked Super Rocket. This is Do Shark's most expensive gift, worth 2,000 yuan each. Zhang Chen clicked, and then a confirmation option appeared. Naturally, without any nonsense, Zhang Chen started to give away directly. Thank you fan Zhang Xiaoshe for sending me a super rocket. Thank you fan Zhang Xiaoshe for sending me 10 super rockets. Thank you fan Zhang Xiaoshe for sending me 100 super rockets. That's right, Zhang Chen, just be casual and send him 100 super rockets. Now the live broadcast room is going crazy. It costs 180,000 yuan to open an Emperor, but Zhang Chen used the Dusha rebate card, so he could directly use shark fins to open it, so he only spent 60,000 shark fins to open the Emperor. And because you have to pay taxes to activate the Emperor, and because of the messy settings, the anchor can only get paid 12,000 yuan. Therefore, Zhang Chen asked asterisk asterisk to call her husband. To be honest, although asterisk asterisk is a new anchor, she can be considered a new anchor with great momentum. 12,000 yuan is really not worth the money. But as Zhang Chen fired 100 super rockets into the sky. This time asterisk asterisk was confused. 100 super rockets. What is this concept? 200,000. A full 200,000. Don't talk about it, water friends are confused. Damn it. It seems like the celebration hasn't come yet, right? Why is it so fierce? Did the guild do it? It doesn't look like it either. Thank you Zhang Xiaoshe for the 100 super rockets. Asterisk subconsciously thanked him aloud. Now all water friends are anxious. You call me Zhang Xiaoshe? You call me husband? Damn it, Tuaner, are you an idiot? Honey, cow, I will be your wife, as long as you don't mind that my dick is bigger than yours. The boss is awesome. 100 super rockets, Shenhao. Shenhao, Shenhao. If it wasn't for the guild, this guy would be a super tycoon. Countless barrages appeared. And Zhang Chen smacked his lips and took one look at this girl. Although this girl was good looking, her brain was not very flexible. At that moment, Zhang Chen directly quit the live broadcast room and went to find the next female anchor. Sure enough, Zhang Chen quit. In an instant, the barrage in the live broadcast room exploded again. Holy shit, the rich man is gone. Sister, you made the Emperor angry. Poor Emperor, I spent 200,000 yuan, but I can't even hear a word about husband. Team girl, why did you lose control at the critical moment? 100 rounds of super rockets. Once the reward is over, leave immediately. The rich man is so capricious. This is such a wealthy person. Many fans who watched the live broadcast instantly realized that Zhang Chen is a real rich man, not a fake rich man. Otherwise, if he were to reward him with 100 super rockets, he should stay here and continue to liven up the atmosphere. But what does it mean to leave directly? This just feels asterisk asterisk boring. Thank you to husband Zhang Xiaoshe for the 100 rounds of super rockets. Thank you, okay. This time completely came back to her senses. Putting on the best posture, Zhang Chen has disappeared. Now I feel a little confused and regretful. It wasn't that she didn't want to scream, she was just a little dazed, and she was a little embarrassed. But now it seemed that she had missed a wealthy friend. At the same time, Zhang Chen locked another live broadcast room. Stupid little girl bully. To be honest, Zhang Chen was very dissatisfied with ***'s performance. Anyone who is an anchor should know one thing, that is to make the boss happy. He didn't take the initiative at all, and even though he had said his own words, he still ended up being a little coy. How could Zhang Chen stay there? When playing live broadcast, all Zhang Chen wants is to lick. All kinds of dog licking. Don't talk to me about what you have and what you don't have, just lick it and that's it. Zhang Chen has no intention of falling in love with these anchors. To put it bluntly, if Zhang Chen came thousands of miles away to deliver the gift, Zhang Chen could still consider it. If he was asked to spend money, why would he coax her? Then get out of here. No matter how lazy you are, you won't be so lazy, right? Enter the silly girl's live broadcast room. At this moment, the Emperor's special effects were displayed, and there was an announcement immediately upon entering. Welcome the Emperor, Zhang Xiaoshe, to the live broadcast room. This is a system announcement. Welcome Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe. Hello, handsome brother. When she saw the Emperor coming, the silly girl naturally wanted to shout. Although she was already the #1 anchor in the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds category and could be considered a super anchor, after all, the person coming was the Emperor, so she should be polite. In the live broadcast room, there was no surprise at the arrival of an emperor. The barrage that filled the screen was all about old women and having no breasts. However, I can vaguely see a few barrages mentioning Zhang Chen. Zhang Xiaoshe, isn't this the guy who just rewarded you with 100 super rockets? Hey, isn't this the boss who rewards you with 100 super rockets? Why are you here? There are very few such barrages, and they are covered up by other barrages. Zhang Chen knows how to play live broadcasts very well. If you want to show off in a big live broadcast room, don't talk so much nonsense, throw out gifts, and make the host surprised, shocked, and even fall to the ground. Then you will be waiting for all kinds of compliments. If you want to beep in a small live broadcast room, 1 super rocket is enough. At least the host can lick you for an hour. So Zhang Chen stopped pretending. Open the gift, choose super rocket, and start swiping. In an instant, the icon of the super rocket taking off appeared, followed by a system announcement. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending a super rocket in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 10 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 100 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 200 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 300 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 400 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 500 super rockets in this live broadcast room. It took Zhang Chen almost 5 minutes to shoot 500 rockets, and his fingers were all broken. To be honest, this fighting shark is really a fool. Super rockets cannot be fired continuously, nor can they send out 500 rockets in one go. It must be just one click to send. Damn it, the skin of Zhang Chen's hands turned red. However, the entire Naime live broadcast room also completely exploded. I'm so proud of you. The boss is awesome. 500 super rockets? Are you mistaken? 1 million? Day by day, cowhide, the gods are coming. Holy crap, where did this god come from? #1 on the weekly list, #1 on the monthly list, and #5 on the overall list. Awesome, awesome. Hear from the guild? The boss is awesome, it's awesome. Magnificent, mighty and domineering. Bullshit, heartbreaking shouting. 666, the boss is so powerful. Damn, isn't the grand ceremony just a few days away? Why does this happen? 500 super rockets, that's a million, holy shit. Shenhao? I'm stuck and can't speak. 500 rounds of super rockets, it's too stuck. The web version is so stuck that it explodes. Boss, stop logging in. My computer will freeze if I rip it again. Stupid girl, hurry up and lick the boss. At this moment, the live broadcast room of Naime exploded. Originally, the number of people online was almost over 1 million, but now, the number of people online has increased by 300,000 to 400,000. Firstly, Super Rocket will give away treasure boxes, and water friends can receive free fish balls. Secondly, after seeing this situation, who wouldn't want to come in and take a look? At the same time, the silly girl who was playing games was completely uneasy. Hiss. The stupid girl was dumbfounded. 500 rounds of super rockets. This is a real million. You know, as a super anchor, Daime is very familiar with the current situation of the live broadcast industry. 90% of the tycoons on most live broadcast platforms are guilds. Usually, they will all show up during the grand ceremony, and then contact the Dusha official. The reward money will basically be returned in full, with a tax deduction at most, and a tiny bit of corporate tax. One sentence explanation. The squire's money will be returned in full. People's money is divided into 30 and 70 accounts. Therefore, in the entire Dusha, except for the guild, there are no more than 10 people who can reward 1 million in one breath, and each of these 10 people is a big company or a super rich second generation. Of course, there are exceptions to individual cases, such as the company's finances, but such cases are rare. Zhang Chen rewards 1 million in one breath. He is definitely one of the great ones. How could the stupid girl not lick now? Thank you, brother Zhang Xiaoshe, I love you so much. Daime suppressed her excitement, not because of the $1 million gift, but mainly because of Zhang Chen's background and power, which is what Daime valued. $1 million is a lot, but it's not like she doesn't have a silly girl. Call my husband. Zhang Chen still typed these 3 words. Domineering and full of personality. If the stupid girl doesn't shout, he will leave the live broadcast room and never come back again. Anyway, he is here to complete the task, and he doesn't mind who he rewards. Hurry up and call your husband, stupid girl. Call me husband, don't ask me to call you, husband. Husband. Husband Zhang Xiaoshe. I am your wife, Husband is awesome. Husband, I love you. The water friends in the entire live broadcast room started shouting and making noises. In the live broadcast room, the silly girl had almost no nonsense and shouted directly. Thank you to my husband for the 500 rounds of super rockets, okay. Trojan horse. Bah. Without any nonsense, the stupid girl shouted directly. 500 super rockets, this is a superhero. As a host, isn't it just to make the audience happy? What does a word about husband mean? Hearing the silly girl yelling like this, Zhang Chen was in a good mood and immediately started connecting dots again. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 100 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 300 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Thanks to Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe for sending 500 super rockets in this live broadcast room. Another 500 rounds of super rockets. Another 500 rounds of super rockets. Including the previous ones, it is 1,000 super rockets. Awesome. Heartbreaking. A new generation of heroes is born in Duyu. Brother Shenhao. Cow. Dolly cow, stupid girl, hurry up and call your husband. Why are you talking nonsense? This guy is the real hero. He's different from those idiots. He just shot a few airplane rockets. Damn it, brother Zhang, I kneel down for you. In comparison, the 52 emperors in Naime's live broadcast room can't compare to me, brother Zhang. 6666. As Zhang Chen fired another 500 super rockets, the live broadcast room was completely blown away. And at the same time, in the live broadcast room, just when *** was consoling himself, he thought that although he missed the rich man, he retained his dignity. Suddenly, a terrifying super rocket appeared on the banner in the live broadcast room, with the words, "Thank you, Emperor Zhang Xiaoshe, for rewarding the stupid girl who is not a bully with a super rocket." An icon is one shot. At a glance, there are at least dozens of shots, and they are flowing. Then the barrage also exploded. Damn it, that handsome Zhang just now rewarded the stupid girl with 1,000 super rockets in the live broadcast room and asked the stupid girl to call her husband. What the hell? Really or fake? Nima, you didn't lie to me, did you? That's right, Tuaner, I'm leaving first, I have something important to attend to. Brothers, wait for me. Nima, are you trying to compete for the annual superstar? Tuaner probably regrets it to death, +1 upstairs. I regret it so much. 1,000 super rockets are worth 1 million. Tuaner is about to cry, right? The barrage exploded. After *** saw all this, he was also stunned. Buzz. Buzz. The phone vibrated, and at first glance, it was a message from the guild administrator. The content was very simple. That is, after investigation, Zhang Chen was indeed a fan of Water Friends, not a guild, and he did reward the stupid girl with 1,000 super rockets just now. Hiss. At this moment, * was completely heartbroken. Ah. I regret so much that my intestines are almost turning green with regret. At this moment, * really wanted to slap herself. Pretend to be reserved. A lady pretending to be crazy? Husband 2 million. * is completely glass-hearted. She regrets it extremely now. She wishes she could go back to the past and call Zhang Chen husband for 100 times. She is even willing to go to Zhang Chen directly. Millions. Maybe to the silly girl, 1 million is nothing, but to her, 1,000 super rockets can get a 1 million commission. What kind of concept is this? That's about the same amount of money I get in a year. Cry. However, the next moment, * thought of a function. She directly downloaded the broadcast and contacted Zhang Chen directly through the anchor's backend. Yes, she contacted Zhang Chen directly. Because Zhang Chen opened the Emperor in her live broadcast room, the system defaulted and directly regarded him as a friend. No matter what, * doesn't want to miss Zhang Chen. At this moment, there is no lack of face. In front of Shenhao, all self-esteem and face are nothing but a joke. Not only ***, but the entire Dusha Live broadcast room has begun to explode. Most of the content in major live broadcast rooms is, hurry and watch in the live broadcast room of Daimei. A superhero is born. A reward of 1 million is for a real tycoon, not a guild tycoon. Moreover, some super anchors and top anchors have received rumors. In fact, from the very beginning, when Zhang Chen offered a reward of 200,000 yuan, countless guilds were already paying attention to Zhang Chen. Now Zhang Chen rewards him with 1 million. Not only are they paying attention, but they are also looking into Zhang Chen's origins, and it turns out that he is not a guild. He is a real rich man. Now, all the guilds are excited.